Have you ever heard this? If you have, listen.
Oh, man. That took a minute.
All right.
Sorry about that.
All good. All good.
If you know,
I'm
you
happy
know.
to be here.
I'm just kidding. Ruby Dice, thank you for coming through.
Yeah, thanks for having
Hi.
me.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
You know, after we've gotten these technical difficulties with your help, thank you for helping
Absolutely.
helping us function today a little bit.
I text
and
sometimes.
fuck Spectrum. This is.
I have Spectrum, and I have a theory because they keep going out after I see the G fiber trucks drive through. I'm like, I swear to God, they're sabotaging it.
Yeah, and the price keeps going up, and I'm like, I'm about to switch to 5G. You know, just get some cancer up in my apartment. I don't even care at this point.
It's coming anyways.
Man.
If it means I live less, as long as I have good internet during that time, you know what? That's fine.
You know,
yeah.
I just want fast connection so my smart vehicle can drive itself. Thank you. No, I'm kidding. I don't own a smart vehicle. Yeah, no. This is number 79, I think, here today.
79, that is correct.
At some point, we'll just stop counting. But yeah, we're counting 100. We're gonna do our award show at 100, which would be fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Award show?
Yeah. Stay tuned for that.
It's best podcaster? What?
Most stinky faces in Austin.
Yeah, all right.
And then there's gonna be the sweatiest post gig shirt
Okay, yeah.
award.
I've got some guys.
I actually got nominated for one recently by somebody whose name is not good. I don't even want to say because fuck that person. But yeah, I do thank them. Lately, this last weekend was good. Like, not too many haters this past weekend for me, which was great.
Yeah.
Fewer haters always is nice.
Yeah. Is this comedy or drumming?
Well, both actually.
Yeah.
This weekend.
There's a lot of haters that like to come out for both.
Well, yeah, and comedy hecklers.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just people interject or step on because silence is a tool for if you're a comedian. So if somebody steps on that, it's annoying.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I say it's unfortunately comes with the territory. Hecklers nowadays, especially with the prevalence of crowd work being the main thing that people are expecting when they go out to a comedy show, that they are going to be able to interact with the performer on stage.
Right.
Which is one of the only art forms and performance arts where that is a possibility and is sometimes invited.
It's your job as the comic to have so much command that people don't even try you because they're afraid that they are going to get destroyed by you.
Yeah.
If you have that level of command, you don't have to worry about anything. I feel like.
Yeah.
You might still get hecklers,
but
obviously you're going to deal with them, because that's what hecklers think. They want to be where you are. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because performers, but they don't have the balls.
Yeah.
They don't have or the ovaries.
Yeah. The ovaries of steel. Yeah. No, it takes a lot to get up on stage.
Yeah.
And not just eat
and
shit.
especially if you're doing original material, because it's you're putting yourself out there at that point too. It's your own thing. Yeah. Which, how long have you been performing in Austin as a musician?
I've been here 13 years.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I moved here 2013 as just a bass player and was playing with everybody and their cousin.
Yeah.
And then when the pandemic hit, I lost all of my gigs and started writing my own songs and realized I pretty much doubled my income overnight during the pandemic doing my own material. So it made sense to keep doing it.
And it also just happens to be a thing that speaks to your soul, the thing you're wanting to do it for.
Yeah.
Right? I know.
Yeah.
Although, playing covers can be fun too. I don't know. I cover gigs get bad rap by musicians, I feel like, generally, and they're not that bad. Depending on the covers you're playing, because if you're playing covers you like, I think the best covers to do are the ones that are cool, maybe not as mainstream ones, but not so deep cut that people don't know what you're playing. You know,
Yeah.
just like those are
Like one I want to jam with you on at some point would be Sweet Leaf by Black Sabbath.
Sweet Leaf, dude.
Oh, dude, that's got such
Yeah,
a groove to
that's
it.
sick.
I want to
Love
do
that
China
song.
Grove by the Doobie Brothers so
Dude, that'd be
much.
sick.
Dude, I love it. Yeah.
Has there ever been like a cover that you really wanted to do, but had like a really hard time convincing your bandmates to get along with?
Oh, you know that? Yes, yeah. No, there's a song.
Half of them.
Yeah, all of them. No, there's a song on Kill Bill that's done by this really sweet, like all female. Yes, yeah. I can't get them to cover that one.
They
Yeah.
don't want to?
No,
They're
no, they
like,
won't.
fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't playing that Quentin Tarantino bullshit. No, I'm kidding. It's like,
Like, please.
yeah, I did that. I said that someone, I felt a similar reaction when I told somebody Self-Esteem by Offspring.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote her
great
off
song.
for the 10th time today. Yeah, that's a great one. Like, I loved Offspring back in the day.
I actually really like, speaking of Offspring, I really like Hammerhead. That
Hammerhead,
song, great one. Really like it, especially if you like Motorhead, because it's pretty much just Ace of Spades, but
Yeah.
Offspring.
Yo, I was jamming at Steve's, and it was, dude, Andrew Lloyd Webber ripped fucking Pink Floyd. The Phantom of the Opera is a Pink Floyd song.
Oh my gosh, I never put that connection. Yeah.
That's a fucking Pink Floyd song.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
100%.
Wow.
And the Phantom of the Opera first debuted, what, in the 80s, I think?
I think early 80s, maybe
Yeah.
late 70s, maybe.
We have internet, right?
But
Check
we
that
do.
out.
Very pressing information we need to get to.
You know what? You do what you're... No, I'm kidding.
Do your fucking
Jamie!
job.
We're wannabe Rogan here. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
I
We're
like
not.
it. I like
That's why, like, when people are like, "What's your podcast?" I'm about, like, "What's Rogan about?" What is? It's not.
Yeah.
There's not a theme. It's just who's the guest
We're
is
just
gonna
talking to people.
dictate what the conversation is. It's gonna be cool though, fun.
Yeah.
Because I don't fucking talk to people that well, that's not true. I've made some mistakes on bookings, but I'm not naming names.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not everybody can
we
vibe
can talk
with it.
about it afterwards.
Yeah, for sure. We'll talk definitely. See me after. No, I'm kidding. It's just one of those things. It's not even a personal thing. It's just sometimes you just don't have rhythm with certain
Yeah, it's
people.
just chemistry.
It's
really,
not. It's not
yeah.
even like an indictment on them as a human or anything. But
Yeah.
yeah.
1986, by the way.
Okay, so yeah, so that's like,
Yeah.
and then what's
didn't
the?
realize it was that
You should
recent.
Google Phantom of the Opera Pink Floyd, because I'm sure. I mean, I'm not coming up with a revolutionary thing here. This is somebody's already talked about this, but yeah, this is totally. It's ripped. Of a plagiarized 1971, so it came out a full 15 fucking years before Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! You know what it is too, though. It could be the cryptomnesia thing. It's kind of like Louis, because it can happen in comedy too, where you'll hear a joke
Oh yeah.
and it'll go in your subconscious, and you won't steal that material, but then like maybe a year from now, you have this idea, and then you thought it was an original idea, but it wasn't. It was,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have that with
Cryptomnesia.
a couple little one-liners that I have cooking right now, and there's one where I'm like, that has to have been out there. There's no way.
Yeah.
And my opinion on that is, if you feel like that, then you're right. So don't do it.
Yeah.
If you feel like that.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
just it's
yeah.
like that thing where you're like, it's like right there, but it's like I can't cite where it's from, but
Yeah.
like that feeling of like this is out there already.
Yeah.
you know?
This is something. Yeah. Do you ever listen to that podcast, Switched on Pop?
Switched on pop. Mm-mm.
Super cool. You
I don't
you
listen to
dig it.
most podcasts, but a few.
It's a
Yeah.
good one. It's like
Yeah.
a couple musicologists get together and they discuss like, oh, check out this song, but this song also sounds like this song and this song and this song.
Yeah.
And yeah, kind of the same deal where it's
Yeah.
like, something's gonna repeat itself at some point.
You seen Rick Beato? He's
No.
pretty cool. No?
No.
Never seen any of it? Pull up Rick
Oh,
Beato.
yeah. I might have
He's
seen his
great.
face
He's kind of
around,
like,
probably.
we're kind of like, I don't know. It's interesting because with this, obviously I do comedy and I'm a musician. So
Yeah.
I bring both elements into this. But I love talking about music. It's like, this is like, he's like gets really into stuff, and he's been getting like he got Billy Joel.
Yeah, he did a Billy Joel interview. He did
Oh.
Sean Lennon.
This is what I'm trying to do right here.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
Yo, I'm
This
out
is
here trying to
cool.
make shit happen. No, but it's like yeah, it's cool. And interestingly, like the podcasting thing too. Like this is a different. He kind of does a little bit of a different thing than what we do.
Oh yeah, he gets to
But
the
we're-
nitty gritty
we're-
of
I'm
it
working
for
on
sure. Especially if you
different
like
things.
theory and like the under the hood stuff of music.
Which we might be getting into
know.
at a certain
Yeah.
point with some things where I'm trying to do. But yeah, I'm curious. Like, what made you like reach out? Like from us, like who did you see? Any particular guests we had previously?
I've seen a couple of my friends hop on here, and I saw like Ruthie Kraft pop on,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
a couple
Ruthie
others.
was
and I was
great.
like, yeah. I was like, that looks like a lot of fun.
I appreciate you reaching out because it's like I respect obviously what you do, and it's like it's a validating thing for you to like, for us to be able to like have created a kind of an environment where you felt
Yeah.
like, hey, it'd be cool to come on. So we appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
This is-
yeah. If you've seen any of this, it's did you see the Ruthie what was it, the male privilege thing and the people lost their shit. That one got more engagement than anything else I had posted from, and I wasn't even gonna post it originally.
Yeah.
And she was like, you want to do one more clip? And I'm like, well, there's this one. And it was like, I already know because I've been through this already too many times to like, and I just don't want to deal with it usually.
Yeah.
But then at a certain point, I'm like, well,
The
I'll
rage-
pop in and say maybe one or two things and then just let it.
It's something that everybody's got an opinion on, usually, especially online. But that one it got more positive engagement, and
Well,
which
it's a woman
surprised
using
me.
the word accountability, which we don't hear.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
You put a little rage bait out there and just see what happens.
It's like,
what? Tip the first domino and see where it goes.
It's like
you know.
sharks coming.
yeah, well, and I hate that the like conversations around dating end up being polarized all the time, and it's like you don't actually like. I thought Ruthie was great. One of the things I really appreciate about her was her perspective of like, I don't know. I guess when you have like a traumatic injury, like she had,
Yeah.
I kind of like forced perspective in a lot of
leg
ways. I'm sure.
broken half.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We had the whole story. It's like on. She told us on.
Yeah,
Like when she was there.
I had been staying off social media and like hadn't seen her for a minute, and the next time I saw her, she was in a boot, and I'm like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
Yeah. She, I had remembered seeing that, and then I like the reason I had asked her if she wanted to come out because it was that and the manager situation that she was dealing with or whatever.
Yeah.
And those two things, I'm like, man, she's dealing with some stuff, but it's actually for me, and maybe I'm curious for you, like in terms of the shortfalls, like or the pitfalls or whatever. Maybe pitfalls isn't the right word. Just like the times in your career where it's like the things have not happened in the way that you were trying to or the whatever.
Like every time. Yeah.
So, what's your how do you approach that with that when you're going through that?
There's definitely been times like last summer I was having a tough time not wanting to quit. Just like I'd made this album and I'd made this documentary and
Don't watch little Asian kids ever.
yeah, you're right.
You know? Like, fuck!
I play him in
It's because
Czech.
they treat them like it's fucking crazy, dude. They're fucking the work. The way they,
Oh yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
And the kids are like, "We're honored to be beaten by you." You know,
Oh,
you're like, "Fuck."
jeez.
That's
Is
it's
that actually a movie?
no. This well, I'm talking specifically Japanese baseball. I just recently watched a documentary on it. How crazy it is over there. Just
Yeah.
the way the training.
Yeah.
There, it's like insane level of. It's like, more than even like Olympic level even. Like
Dang.
yeah, it's like it's crazy, and it's all for like baseball culture there. It's
Dang.
crazy. Yeah,
Wow.
but that's also like the current Major League Baseball player. His name's what's his face?
In Japan.
No, he's the LA Dodger, Ohtani Shohei.
Okay.
Have you heard of him? He's
No.
like Babe Ruth.
Okay. Wow.
Like no, but and he's actually and Babe Ruth wasn't even this good because Babe Ruth was a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox
yeah.
when he was like early on in his career. And he was like one of the best pitchers in baseball. And then they sold him to the Yankees for $100,000, and
Yeah.
then he became like a power hitter, and that's where the Babe Ruth that everybody thinks of it started was it when he became a Yankee. But he was like a like all world pitcher too, which is so rare because it's like it's always one or the other in baseball usually like guys that because if you want to be that great, that's all you do is you work on pitching. You don't work on
Yeah.
your hitting.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Like guys, because hitting a major league fastball is like one of the most difficult things to do in all of
Sure.
sport.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe the most difficult thing to do.
It's incredible precision to
Yeah.
be able to be that accurate at those speeds.
Yeah.
And two,
And how quickly, like because not everybody's process is the same speed.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Because like it's another thing for like to be in the bleachers and like to see the pitch, you know, from pitcher to
Oh,
catcher,
yeah,
and
it's
then like
fast.
to actually be standing there with a bat and like having that come at you.
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Different
Yeah.
relation to speed
yeah.
entirely.
I mean, if you've ever gone to a batting cage and even like had 80, you're like, fucking shit, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then you get into 90 and you're like, and that's still like 10, actually at this point, 15 miles an hour under where pitchers are throwing. There's like 105. It's wild.
like
yeah.
routinely in the 90s,
It's wild.
crazy.
But it's like, anyway, so yeah, so pitchers are usually like really great. It's Ohtani is both.
Yeah.
He pitched in a game last year where it was like, I forget, it was like he like 10 over 10 strikeouts, which is like elite, and then 3 home runs in the same fucking game.
Wow.
That nobody's ever done that since, but maybe, and I don't even know if Babe Ruth ever did it. It's like unbelievable level, and it's all that's to say that he's Japanese and they're fucking crazy in their culture.
Yeah.
Because in their high school baseball World Series or whatever is like the Super Bowl in Japan, basically.
Dang.
And
all
and
right.
like kids, high school kids become national legends forever from that. And they like, if you don't cry after losing, you're dishonorable. You should cry after. It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
I was watching it, and then they were like beat them. Like there's even the Japanese are like, okay, at certain points, some people have even been like criminally, I think, charged for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
level of craziness. And
Yeah.
it's yeah.
You can't just abuse these kids.
And I think it applies to musicians too.
yeah.
And that's
yeah.
why I don't watch little Asian kids play instruments. Anyway, go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that was good. That's a good circle.
I see. This is like, you know what, Jim Jeffries, a comedian. Do you know him?
Yes.
He'll
yeah.
take a thing. He had like a gun control bit, and it's gonna go like all over, but it always arrives somewhere. I think that's
Yeah.
like the whole thing. You got to keep the
Keep
the thing that it's going towards.
Yeah.
with-
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So approaching like music with that same level of dedication, and also like that the negative self-talk that can come from comparison, right?
Oh,
Because you see
yeah.
other people, like Cody's saying, it's like that are incredibly advanced beyond their years. Like actually Reese is a great example because he's only been playing guitar for a couple years. He's 18 and like miles and miles above many of the players here in Austin.
Yeah.
Just because like it's both luck of the draw but also amazing dedication.
Yeah.
You know? 'Cause
It's a
some people
lot
are
of
just
hours.
better than others naturally.
Yeah.
They start off from different points.
Well, some people's best is better than other people's best,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
I think too it's where they're starting from. Because
Yeah.
some people are just inherently, oh, I'm already like 5 floors up,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
and other
yeah.
people are starting in the basement.
The
Yes.
interesting thing too about prodigies though is like how sometimes I like Mozart, like he's writing symphonies by 5 years old. Like that's
Yeah.
just crazy.
That's genius.
You
yeah.
don't. There's nothing you could have done with him. There's no. It's just a genius
Yeah.
that is, and it's like
Yeah.
that's what's interesting because it's like, Joel Turcotte, drummer. Do you know Joel Turcotte?
I'm not familiar with him.
He was our guest of the year actually last year.
Okay.
He's a drummer.
Yeah.
He's great. He's one of the most, if not arguably like the most sheer talent wise standpoint,
Yeah.
like talented drummer in Austin. Like he's crazy. I lost my train of thought because I was.
Well, I think you were going to go on to say about how because he doesn't remember learning drums, right?
No, that's thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's
Dude,
what's
that's
crazy
why I'm a
because
great
it's like it's so
co-host,
innate.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, you were here.
Yeah.
You are. But yeah. So it's like it's so innate.
It's
like
part of
how
him,
long?
yeah.
When did you start playing music? How old were you?
I was really little.
Yeah.
My whole family plays, so like it's like musical chairs, but with instruments when you sit around at my folks' house. And yeah, my grandma's 90, still plays fiddle.
Oh,
She's
nice.
actually going to be 92 this year. In May. But yeah, no, I grew up in a super musical family. Flute was my first instrument that I really kind of dove into. And then bass I was 14 when I started diving into that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And is that is bass your main instrument?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I started playing drums at 11,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was like, but my papa was also like a musician. My grandfather, my mom's side, Yeah, and it was like he gave us a drum set when we were like kids.
Oh, awesome.
CB700.
Your mom's probably like,
700.
no.
Yeah. 3 drummers. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a loud house.
A lot.
Big time.
Yeah, it's like, but the stick to itness part, like you just either have that or you don't, because like to get great at anything, it takes a long time, and there's no shortcuts. You know,
it's a lot of hours, a lot of blisters.
And that's why, like Usama, this past weekend, seeing him, which shout out to, I should shout out Usama, my boy. He's a comedian. I don't need to shout him out. People are doing it for me, you know. But like I've seen him do the work to get, you know, and it's like there's no shortcuts. I think a lot of people want to take shortcuts now. It's like
Yeah,
well, especially
make AI do for it.
With the AI, like rise of AI, you know, like that's like we've reacted to the clip of like the Suno CEO talking about how like, oh, we're, you know, breaking the barrier to entry for music because now anybody can write a hit song and they don't have to go through the hard and not fun or like the painful part of actually putting in the work and effort to it. And to me as a musician, I'm sure to you guys as well, you hear that and you're like, what bad part are you talking about? Because it's all good, you know. It's not just getting to the end point. It's the creation.
It's the soul expression. It's the exercising of the thing that needs to be exercised.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like art's the demon that's possessing you.
Yeah. You need to get that out. Yeah. It's man, and it just makes when Suno or whatever platform it was, my keyboardist had it when it first came out, and he was like, "Look at this! I can make it write a song about anything," and it did write a song about it, and it was a hilarious song, but it was like the most generic chords. Like, we're just going to get McDonald's songs like being like printed and put out to us.
Yeah. Well, and that's, I mean, it's like you think about popular music. I mean, that's like.
And it's what it is.
Have you seen the Axis of Awesome 4-chord song?
No.
Pull that up. Kai, like he knew I was going to ask him already. We're on the same page, Kai. I love you, dog.
We're sharing a brain
I love
cell
you, bro.
today. It's gonna be great.
Good to see you here. So you get the hand that keeps going.
Yeah.
And,
But it's like a burger is made, no matter where you get a burger, if you get it at a gourmet place or McDonald's, is made with a bun and the patty and you know, it's
the
a burger.
basic blueprint is always the same.
A burger.
Yeah.
It might have some different embellishment to it. And like with that example right there, I mean, Ed Sheeran used pretty much that song to defend his like copyright issue in court, where he came in with like, because
everybody does this song, bitch.
Typical situation where an estate was like, oh, you're taking like this is actually this song.
They're almost like chords of the public domain at this point, honestly. Or like chord progressions, I should say, of the public domain.
Well, I think any musician will admit, like, just the sheer limitation of there being 12 notes, like, and certain combinations of them, and how long we've been making music as humanity. It's like we've done all the combinations. There's no such thing as totally original anymore. It's just a matter of how it's presented and packaged and the personal soul that's put into it. So like that's what I would define as like the soul of music.
Yeah.
That AI can't replicate.
No, definitely not. And you know, it's funny because I've had people hit me up and they're like, "Man, this song sounds just like this or that I've written. Was this an inspiration?" It's like, I've never even heard of this artist like that. Like, that's awesome. It does sound like that.
Yeah.
But that was not an inspiration for this.
Right. No, yeah. Well, and it's like, because it's, I mean, we're all standing on the shoulders of giants, like from the previous, generation. So the frameworks we all work with are within those that had come before. But it's like you take things to new levels, I think. And I feel like that's where artistry comes into it, I think, Because
absolutely.
Like, what are you going to do with it? Like, you could say that Stevie Ray Vaughan was very similar to Jimi Hendrix, and he was, but he wasn't Jimi Hendrix. He was something else, and it was better than Stevie. Okay, I'm just kidding. We're all here.
Shots fired, man. Jeez.
Jimmy's pretty good.
At being Stevie's brother, yes. Very good at that.
Well, one thing that we were talking about a bit before we started recording was, one, you have a new album coming out, but also you have a documentary coming out very close together later this month. And how this documentary, it focuses on the creativity of Austin and the musicians that sort of set the table, both back in the day, but also those that are, you know, making their own stuff now.
Yeah.
Which like we relate to a lot because like we love to have musicians on, people that are making cool strides, doing different things and putting their own imprint on the city of Austin.
Yeah.
What like was this was the idea of the documentary like your idea? Was it something that you came up with and had been doing for a while? Because, you know, you've been doing it for 13 years.
Yeah. So I had this idea about 3 years ago. I started working on it, and I had no funding for it. It's expensive to make an album, and it's more expensive to make a documentary. And I had an idea. I was like, I want to make an album, but I also want to make a documentary about making the album. So the album we made is a collaboration album, and most of the songs are written about Austin. So it's kind of like a tribute to this music scene that the rest of the world, we don't get a lot of, we don't have a lot of industry here. It's artistry over industry here. And I wanted to like really kind of capture that within this album, but also capture the artists that did it and pay tribute to them as well, because they're the ones that are making this scene what it is. We had Shiny Ribs. We filmed a songwriting session with him, had him in the studio. I had Bree Bagwell, I had Susanna Chaffel, Nakia, just like Jordan Matthew Young, like just monster musicians and artists come through. And we recorded them as they were laying down their tracks with us. We also got a bunch of interviews with them and just talked about the music scene here in town and why it's so special and why it should be preserved as we're seeing more industry come to town. Like the Moody is now owned by the Ryman from the Nashville's slowly buying up some of our music scenes, and we don't want this to be Nashville. We want this to be Austin.
There's also an LA stink permeating around here.
It's coming, yeah. Everybody
But we
found
love
out
Kai.
it's cool.
Kai doesn't.
Are you from LA?
I'm from LA.
Right, yeah, you said that.
Kai's deodorized.
I hate it there. I only go back once a year, and there's a reason for that.
The burritos are fantastic.
And the Tex-Mex is better here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love, right? California Mexican, okay, hot take. It's not even hot because it's just facts. California Mexican food is trash compared to Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex
Yeah.
is
It depends on what
a
you're
million
getting.
years
though.
higher.
If you're getting the
better.
seafood dishes, it's better out there, I
The
think.
seafood,
know,
I think, is better out there, but I'm
well,
also not a
what
seafood
kind of fucking
guy.
idiot
Yeah.
gets seafood out of Tex-Mex? Listen,
This one.
with beans,
ceviche, dude?
what is this? That
Ceviche is the
rice
shit,
and
yeah.
beans and salmon. What am I supposed to do here? This is cheese, high in cheese. No kidding.
More
What
cheese.
I've noticed between the two is in LA and just like Southern California in general, there's way more emphasis on the toppings and like the accoutrement that comes with the Mexican food. So like, you know, the California burrito, right? That's like guacamole. There's fries in it, right? Like
Yeah.
it's everything but the meat. But Tex-Mex, there's an emphasis on the protein, and that's what
Protein
Like, I think that's like good
in
Mexican
all of its
simplified
forms
core.
too.
Yeah,
in all of
Cheese
its
is
form.
very
Yeah.
proteiny.
Yeah.
Cheeses.
I take it you're a cheese guy.
I mean, listen, I don't want to live in a world where cheese doesn't exist.
That's
If
true.
you told me tomorrow, like cheese was gone tomorrow, I'd be like, I don't know if I'm gonna stay. To be honest with you,
Yeah. I'm going to
where's
the moon.
where's the one of these? I can get these pod things. Where do I got to go to this country?
Yeah.
To do that. That's always like weird when it's like, because there's been people that are like 35. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna do the. Just like, all right, I'll see you guys. I'm out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's one thing too. I almost admire being that at peace with your being able, like just going into oblivion, because it's like you're just walking into oblivion essentially.
Yeah.
So
You don't know what's on the other side.
yeah, exactly.
Despite what the Christians tell you.
I mean, honestly, I don't think the Christians have a great selling point.
No.
Eternal life. Have you thought about it?
Yeah.
Have you thought about consciousness going on forever? Have you thought
seems
about
like a
that?
lot.
It
Seems
seems
like
like
a lot.
I'm already tired of it half the time.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like it's not. It's more. It's overrated. It's cool. It's good. It's fun. But it's also in many ways overrated.
Well, like that's a common understanding. Is like if immortality was real and you could live forever on Earth,
We gotta.
it would be awful eventually.
I don't like this
know?
consciousness. I'll send it back to the field. Go back to the field.
Yeah.
Like in this particular, Cody Odell, Travis Odell, I don't necessarily need to be this identity all of the time. That is
Yeah.
time, whatever.
Want to mix it up a little bit.
You know, maybe I'm in the matrix. I don't.
I mean, if I could choose, I would probably go with the whole rebirth thing. You know, like if I could choose like how the afterlife would be.
Yeah, but I want to be a tree next time. Dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Like
I
you
want to
could
be
choose what you're gonna be.
Redwood. I want to be one of them motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to be
old.
Hyperion, dude.
Well, then you're like pretty much immortal though. Because
I am Hyperion. All bow before Hyperion. We're like, he's like, what the fuck?
No.
Shit. No, it's really sad actually because forestry's destroyed so much. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just in Colorado and drove right next to some of those big old fires, and it was insane. I was like, how is this road still open?
Yeah.
Like it's yeah.
Yeah. It's like, that's Austin too. Fucking, how's this road not done being worked on yet?
Yeah.
That's my question.
It's 35. It's
Austin.
going.
Fuck.
They did you see all those? They're digging those big pits because they're gonna put part of the Highway 35 below water.
Yeah.
line.
Under.
Yeah.
Is Elon bringing in the boring
It's
thing?
oh.
Are they already underway?
I-
They're digging underground.
I actually just played that
Tunneling?
company actually. Yeah. So they brought in that drill that dug the London Channel.
The Channel Tunnel.
Yeah.
The Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even go over there.
Yeah. I am. Yeah.
Let's try.
I
I'm
liked
just
it.
gonna stop.
Shit like that kind of gets on my nerves in a scary way. I'm like somewhat thalassophobic, which is the fear of very large man-made objects,
Yeah.
specifically underwater.
Thalassophobia.
Thalassophobia.
That's fear of deep water.
Deep water, but specifically.
Just like depth of
Depth,
water, like the
yes.
Mariana Trench. You know, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then the man-made objects make it like. The
I think maybe The
scale
Abyss
is in
was a
place.
documentary
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
bro.
It's terrifying. So like, if that is the case, where there's going to be a road that goes underwater, I know I won't be like submerged underwater, but shit, I don't want to. I'm not going to drive
Yeah.
on that road, man.
Yeah.
I'd be
Taking
terrified
the
of
long
it.
way.
Yeah, it's going to cave in. I'm going to drown in my car. It's
Yeah.
going to suck.
Yeah. No. I mean, ocean is just a potential power source. Like, just the water could be
Yeah.
thrown at you in large quantities quickly.
I'm terrified of the ocean.
I don't like the ocean either very much.
Yeah.
When I went to Hawaii, I definitely my mom gave me like some of her Xanax. Like she gave me like 4.
Yeah.
You know, she has a prescription. I'm like, I don't take them ever, but I'm like, I'm fucking taking Xanax
Yeah.
right now.
I'm scared right now.
I'm fucking doing this because like, yeah, and I'm like, I just need to fall asleep. And luckily, I was great because I like passed out while we were still over land, and by the time I woke up, we were like within view basically of the islands, and I was like,
yeah.
all right, okay, I can deal with this. This
Yeah.
is all right. But I'm like, Hawaii's amazing too. Oh my god,
Yeah.
so
I've never
amazing.
been.
You've never
That's on my list.
You've
for
been,
sure.
right?
Yeah, I've been.
It's like a dream.
I've been
Yeah.
once. Well, twice technically. One was I was really little, so I don't remember.
like
and
unreal.
then one when I was probably like maybe 11 or 12, and yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I celebrated my 39th birthday. So like,
Yeah.
my cousin was there. It was just at the tail end of his. He just retired from the Coast Guard a couple of years ago, but he was like a helicopter pilot.
Okay. Cool.
Dude has some crazy fucking stories.
I'm sure. Yeah. That
Crazy,
sounds
dude.
awesome.
I'm like, bro, it's like helicopters are no joke too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because it's like you can't eject out of a helicopter.
No.
You can eject out of a jet. You know,
Yeah.
you could survive. Some things can go bad, and you can still live in a jet. If things go bad in a helicopter, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
You're not gonna live. Like that's what's crazy.
Yeah. You can't jump out of that. Those.
Have
Yeah.
you ever flown on a helicopter?
No.
Have you?
No.
I have.
They're so
It
crazy
is.
because you're like, I'm on the ground now. We're flying.
Yeah.
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 I
We're
took-
flying.
I
It's
took
so
a
crazy.
Vegas ride. I took a helicopter ride over Vegas once, and the pilot did that really mean trick where he goes, "All right, well, I'm just gonna stop now."
He's
And I
like-
just let him go.
where he goes,
And
Kobe.
like, dude. As soon as he did that, like the panic
Kobe.
center in my brain just went like, "Fucking put your hands back on the wheel."
Yeah.
I'm not going down over Vegas, dude.
It's a fucking Hoover Dam. I've never been there. I'd love to go to the Hoover Dam actually.
That's a
Yeah.
cool
I
spot.
watched like
yeah.
a 2-hour documentary about the fucking Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
And that was my like
Yeah.
Friday night the other day.
That's
I was like,
Hell yeah, that's a
week
good
or
way
two
to spend
ago.
a
I'm
Friday.
like, interesting. You know, hydroelectric power and just like the way they, had to like build that because like concrete, like it was actually like humans at our best, we're fucking awesome. We are
we've
fucking
built some
awesome.
really cool things.
We really are. At our worst, we're fucking awful.
Yeah. Oh,
so as awesome as we are on one side, we're fucking as awful on the other. And it's like, I don't know, it sucks, but
Yeah.
I feel like this day and age is. How do you stay sane with the crazy news and everything that is the world today? I don't know.
I kind of stay off the news unless like it's something I absolutely need to know. It's kind of crazy out there right now.
And I'm like, I want to like say the same, and it's like, but then there's the other side of me that's like, if we're not informed, we're gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like, but there is that because we're in the 30 to 60 second society at this point.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Not even like I've watched because I've paid attention since the pandemic to attention spans.
I mean, there's
like,
3 seconds.
It's down to a second and a
there are
half
like
now.
metrics for like Instagram. I think it's like it'll give you metrics based on 3-second retention.
Yeah.
So meaning if you can keep somebody past 3 seconds, you're already
Yeah.
Yeah. doing something.
I got
which
a
is
bunch of people
fucking
to
crazy.
12 seconds the other day. I was like, woo!
Fucking riding the bull, baby. Dude. No, you know what you try to do? This is what you do. You don't give a fuck.
No,
Like if you
you're
don't like
supposed-
it, I don't care. Like that's the thing. That I was gonna say too about Usama, because during COVID, Usama was on America's Got Talent, my buddy, and he had this joke, and it was interesting because when I was doing these guest spots with him on Friday, there was like a couple, and I had my notes before the show outside, like out in the front. I was kind of like trying to like write some stuff down, and there's a guy's like, "Hey, so you comedian?" I was like, "Yeah, well, I'm there." I was like, "I'm just doing a guest set or whatever." And I was talking about, Osama's a buddy of mine, known forever, whatever. I told him the story of this, but it was like he was on AGT. He did a joke, and it was weird because it was all screens. It was the COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
That was all
was a weird
uncanny,
time.
weird. Yeah. But anyway, so the only actual people there were the judges, Simon, Randy, or no, not Randy. That's American Idol.
Howie.
Heidi. Yeah.
Oh,
Heidi,
yeah.
Heidi,
and
though,
Howie's
in
still
the
on there,
case
right?
of
Yeah.
this,
Well, probably not during COVID.
I mean, she was. I don't know if she is now.
No,
but
not
I-
Heidi. Howie.
Howie.
Mandel.
Howie. Oh yeah, Howie, and then fucking one of the Spice Girls. So
Oh, yeah.
and one of the Spice Girls. No, but yeah. So he did this joke, and I'd seen him do this joke before, and it was like one of these things where it's like it's a crowd work joke, but it's not like, hey, where are you from? You're in a relationship. It's like he's using somebody because the joke was. Like you could like good music, like good trap music or whatever. Like you can almost say anything, and it doesn't matter as long as there's the beat drop is
Yeah.
hits. It's like
Yeah.
women shouldn't vote.
Yeah.
Whatever. and then he's like, and then he used Heidi as an example of like it could be like, I'm not saying you're like a tramp, but it could be like if you heard a song and it was like tramp. You're like, well, I do get lips a little bit sometimes, like whatever. It's a joke, right? And he would just use any woman in a show, whatever the show was, this woman to service of the joke, right?
Yeah,
Heidi
yeah.
just happened to be the woman in this
The
case.
only woman right
Because she
there.
was the only one there, right? She got offended. It was like a controversy. He went on Entertainment Tonight. I think your dad had already left the show by that point.
Yeah, he was long
way
gone,
after his time. But and they were like asking him if he would apologize, and he fucking went. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, my fucking dude.
Yeah.
You don't apologize.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then now I saw him, and I hate to like him now. I shouldn't give away his jokes because it's like go see him, but it's already sold out. So, but he talks about basically that situation in his act. Now,
Yeah.
like so it was like I was like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's like you own the shit you do
Yeah, yeah.
artistically.
Yeah.
And if it's like, if I've already done the calculations of who I am, what I'm about, and I know when I say a thing, it's coming from that ownership place, I'm like, it's fine. I'm never worried because I already figured out which hills I'm ready to die on before.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that's important.
Yeah, knowing who you are. Yeah, absolutely.
Would you say has that been a journey of you for like discovering yourself in that way as an artist and
Oh,
just
absolutely.
as a human?
yeah. I've written some songs that are on the sadder side, and like it was good for the moment, but like, God, like if you're gonna write a song and record it, know that you're gonna have to sing it like more than that season of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I
You're
don't
gonna
like
have to channel it later.
I don't like to sing those songs. yeah. So I tend to write happier shit these days.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Well, it's like because interestingly, I feel the same way with like a joke. Like a joke will dry up.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
like,
yeah. You'll get
like
tired
old,
of telling it.
like
Yeah.
art, like, because if you're I think songwriting, like the same concept applies as joke writing. I mean, there's an emotional charge here
Yeah.
that this piece of art is expressing.
Yeah.
And that charge is in this moment. And if it's strong enough, it's going to create a, thing that's reflective of that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, later on, if you're going to go back, I think that's what part of the craft is if you, to go to that place, but only for this song. Like, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go there just for this, to get that, to source that.
Yeah.
And then I'm done. And so I'm back to,
Back to having a good time.
yeah, back to even level or whatever. Because I think that is something, I think, in the performance aspect of it. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, you need to believe what you're singing.
Yeah.
Which is, if in your younger version believed it at the time, but you've gotten older and don't exactly agree with yourself all the time. It's that can be tough.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's like, I feel like our society doesn't give people enough slack on evolving. Like, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we so quick to judge people for past transgressions. And if it's like, if that person is continuing to do the same shit, then by all means, let them have it.
Yeah.
But if this was like something from the past, and then now this person's like, you know what I hated to hear? Brad Pitt's drinking again. God damn it, Brad. Come on.
He's back on the sauce, huh? Was he a bad drunk or something?
Apparently. I'm not, like, I don't pay that much attention, but I think a Reddit thread crossed my view.
I saw that too. Yeah, like he was like 7 years sober, but he's back on it. But I don't know what drove him to be sober in the first place. I don't know if he had a problem or if it was something where he's like, I just need to put the bottle down or whatever.
Yeah.
Not to speculate at all.
I think he was being a total piece of shit. I think he realized it.
Well, I do remember hearing some stuff about things like at home life, like with him like especially when he was married to Joe.
But now
Jolie,
it's like
that
now
was a
any
huge
bad thing that happens, can I feel bad for you, bro? I can't, because you already know. Like, you're not.
Yeah.
This isn't uncharted territory.
This isn't-
I've been over 4 years no alcohol.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I don't drink very often these days. I used to when I was younger, just stage fright and stuff, and I don't drink on stage at all now. And then I had like a couple with my older brother when I went through. He doesn't drink very often either, but yeah, it's kind of poison. So
it's not kind of, it's poison.
It's poison. Yeah.
I mean, and it's like, hey, poison yourself every now and then if you want to. I'm the last person to judge anyone that drinks, but like, it's one of those things. I think a lot of people have a lot of cognitive dissonance around it. Yeah. That they can't make sense of. Well, it's like you couldn't, because that's literally what cognitive dissonance is. It's that disconnect, because it's not good for you. It's not, it doesn't help you. It's sold, they sell the lie, and the lie is that it's all fun and games, and it's not all fun and games. Most of it's actually, the more you do it, the less and less fun and games you have.
Yeah.
It's a long-term generational psyop in a way. Similarly to how like smoking was associated with looking cool and being cool.
Yeah.
Alcohol got very tightly associated with having a good time. You cannot have a good time without alcohol present. And even though both with smoking and with alcohol, like the science and like the cultural understanding has changed and shifted to the point where everybody knows, like, it's bad for you. It's still there. Of like, I know it gives me cancer, but
there's other
if
drugs, people
smoking, they do look cooler objectively.
Yeah.
There's lots of other drugs, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. Not as damaging.
That are not nearly as destructive.
Yeah.
So.
It's wild. The smoking thing specifically, I've noticed, is very regional. Like, I just spent a bunch of time up in the Villes, like Asheville, Knoxville, and
the Linas,
Nashville. Yeah.
The Villes.
Yeah.
The Germans.
And they, like, young people, old people, they smoke out there. And I was like, holy cow! Like, you guys are like behind on the time, but they grow it out there, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, it was surprising to see how many young people were smoking, because you don't see any young people smoking now. It's like,
no.
Wow, that's interesting.
It is very, very regional, 100%. Like, that's tobacco country right there.
Yeah.
And this is a bit of a hot take for me, but I don't think smoking and like cigarettes should be criminalized. I think it is an American right.
Yeah.
Yes. and look at the history and like how tobacco companies have very much like a lot of our country was built on those companies. Are they bad? Absolutely. But I don't think going in there and criminalizing it and pulling it off the shelves is the right move. It's a matter of education.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, alcohol's fucking shitty. It's just shitty. It doesn't do any good. And that's I just came up with this on Friday when I went and I did those shows about like there's no alcohol in fairy tales. Like which that's the most untrue thing about them.
Yeah.
You know, there's no deleted scene of Cinderella like keying
Yeah.
like fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you're fucking Grisilla or whatever fucking name.
Yeah. I
or
think, like,
Cinderella has
Dumbo.
an abortion, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
oh
you
yeah,
know.
Dumbo's the only one I can think of.
Dumbo's the only one where he gets sloshed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pinocchio too, I think.
Oh yes. He
Yeah.
gets
But I'm
drunk,
talking
too.
about between the love, like the happily ever after. Yeah, of course. There's no booze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Because
Jack and
that's another
Jill,
thing.
like,
All the
yeah.
bad things in my past relationships of my life, which I've had a few,
booze related.
either directly or indirectly, either from a booze related event or literally, you know, in the moment of being drunk, whatever.
Yeah.
And my dad was a cop for 35 years in San Antonio, and I had asked him one time, I was like, how, on all your calls ever, like that you ever went on, domestically or whatever, like what percentage of them like was alcohol involved? And he's like, all of them. Like,
Yeah.
so like universally, if the cops get called to a domestic disturbance, alcohol's in the mix.
Yeah.
I mean,
man.
it's basically like, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say nothing's guaranteed, but it's like 99.9% of the time alcohol is
It's in the
in
mix.
the equation.
And you know, like younger generations, like it's showing that younger people are not drinking at the same rates that people have been in the past. But also how like, you know, news outlets and media present that, it's very much presented in a way of like young people are not drinking at all. It's like that's not the case.
That's
like
not
people
yeah.
are still drinking regardless of age, but it's a matter of learning from, you know, historical mistakes of like, oh yeah, like we know we're way more educated as a society about alcoholism and like the signs of it and the slippery slope that leads to that.
Yeah.
Same thing goes with a lot of addiction. But I also don't think it'd be good if nobody drank at all. Once again, it's a cultural thing.
Yeah. Well, and we would see a lot of.
Who else am I going to lap, you know?
Yeah, right. we would see a lot of music venues go out of business, and they're struggling with it because of the drop in alcohol
Well, I think
sales.
in general, I think alcohol consumption has been down post-COVID, which is interesting because I think like in the height of it, I think it was like peaked probably
Yeah.
for a
yeah.
minute. Because for me, for sure, that's right just before I stopped. I stopped 2022
Yeah.
because when I quit. So I'm like, I had that last couple of years during that COVID period where it was like, it was really ramping up to 11.
It
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
felt like
Yeah.
rock
Right.
bottom for a lot of people because you're isolated, you couldn't connect with people, and like there's this thing here that you could just go out and buy that'll
Yeah.
make you feel better. Like it just will, you know,
Yeah.
it's a chemical.
Yeah.
And then people it was like a fast track to rock bottom, which is why I think a lot of people did either switch substance, like weed is hugely popular right now.
Yeah.
Also, fuck you, Texas, for your recent THC.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
real.
dude,
Policy.
fucking
For
dumb
real.
as fuck.
Yeah.
See, and like this is where we can agree on things. I mean, like, dude, that is dumb as fuck.
Yeah. It's so
Go.
dumb.
You know who's the guy that was? He's one of the guys. I think he's going to be running for Senate, but he Tellerico maybe or something.
Dude,
one of the
he's
few
great.
guys actually saying common sense fucking things. Like
Dude
which
that's studying to
it's
be a
crazy
preacher.
that somebody saying common sense is like like oh my god.
Yeah. And
Come
he's,
on.
And he's super religious.
This is dumb
too,
as
which-
fuck. It's the dumbest. Bill Hicks was talking about this fucking shit, and we're still here.
Yeah.
It's like, this is crazy. Like, it's just the fact that, like, we're still, like, in this point of time where people, like, smoking weed is not necessarily good for you or bad. I don't know. But it's certainly couldn't even hold a candle to how dangerous alcohol is. Perfectly
Not
legal.
even. Yeah.
There's
not
a
even
legal
close.
limit, which is
Yeah.
the dumbest fucking thing that's ever conceived. There's no any other there's no legal limit of coke,
Oh yeah.
you know, or
Well,
go ahead.
It's insane. I'm from Colorado, so the idea of weed being illegal, like I grew up
It's so
with,
dumb,
it's
yeah.
so dumb. It's always been not recreational.
The fact that
but
one state you could
medical.
like go to jail for years and in another it would be literally nothing. It's legal in the same country is the dumbest fucking
It's
thing.
dumb,
It's
yeah.
archaic.
Yeah.
It's fucking boomer bullshit, and we don't have this. We need to move past this. Same thing with Israel. Go fuck yourself. Have fun. I hope they.
Yeah,
it's like leave the shithead behind to defend themselves with all the fucking wolves around them. Whatever.
Yeah, this
it's
is
your
not
own
war.
fucking fault. So and also they're the only ones really that have nukes. So in any engagement, if one side has nukes and the other side doesn't, it's not actually a fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It's not.
That's true.
It's not.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Bill Paxton, that Weasley guy that's been trying to push really hard. Yeah, he almost cried when they didn't push it through the first time, the making it illegal.
It's so dumb.
That dude needs to smoke some weed, man.
For real.
For real.
He needs to chill out.
Yeah.
What did Hicks say? Making marijuana against the law is like saying God made a mistake. He's like, look at my creation, all that in all its ways, beautiful and holy. And he's like, oh me?
Yeah.
I left pot everywhere.
Yeah.
If I leave it here, it might give humans the impression they're supposed to use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better create Republicans.
It's interesting too. You mentioned that because like I was going to be a worship leader at one point. I grew up in the church and
same.
I studied a lot of theology in prep to go to Bible college, basically, and when I
my
was
cousin's in Bible college right now.
Yeah,
Seminary.
yeah. When I was studying that, though, like the actual translations and what they were actually smoking and eating at the time, like Revelations was written on mushrooms, psychedelic mushrooms, but also the 10 Commandments. The burning bush wasn't a fucking burning bush. He went out and smoked something.
Yo, I'm up on this ancient alien shit, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Listen, I'm going to get you on board with this, dude.
It's not that I don't think it's plausible.
It's ancient
just
aliens,
that
bro.
It's hard for me to.
What it makes more sense. God did it.
I think we evolved from amoebas. Swimming around in the sea.
I like that.
If you think ancient alien theory is compelling, which it is to me, I mean, at the very least, it's compelling. It's like, then yeah, that goes hand in hand with it.
I agree, it's compelling, absolutely. Like
I think we're genetically engineered by aliens,
in that, like it's
and our genome
captivating,
proves it. I think.
Yeah.
But it's like,
we descend from aliens.
Whatever.
I think like the stoned ape theory is more plausible.
I like that theory a lot.
Well, I would say that if we hadn't mapped the human genome, which we have, and it doesn't make sense that one of our chromosomes has telomeres on the inside, and that's the only one, our second. It does make sense if you say that aliens did it, because that's what else is there? And it's actually why we have two less, because it corresponds to the 13th chromosome of the apes, the other great apes that are like our closest genetic relatives. So this isn't just eating mushrooms. This is genetically we are modified in some way.
Yeah.
How did that happen is the question. It's really, that question is a scientific question.
A lot of
it's
probes.
not it's not like, so the answer is up to you, whatever your theory is. My theory is as compelling as any, is that there's extraterrestrial involvement here.
Yeah.
And seeding, and like Lucy is Eve, or like Mary, basically. Sorry, is Lucy. So the virgin birth is really the first child that was that generation. Haven't you seen Knowing with Nick Cage? That's a fucking great movie, dude.
I have not seen it.
Knowing. No, but it's like, so I mean, to me, that's a compelling thing, because it's like, it actually makes more sense that, to me anyway, that it would be. Yeah,
I do love theories like that, because that the chromosome you're talking about, but also just us being so radically different from all other life forms on Earth, is evidence of some sort of, whether it be intervention from like an outside power, or some uniqueness to our genome, whether it be there from the first place, from aliens, from psilocybin mushrooms. Like there's so many different avenues and paths you can go down to explain it. And I think all of them hold the same merit, because all of them have absolutely zero evidence compared to each other. You know, so they're all plausible, and they're all equally plausible.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you've ever tripped too, which. It's it can feel like an interstellar experience.
Oh, absolutely. I like to dive under the water. It's
Yeah.
a good place to be.
Yeah. So are you still religious? It does sound kind of like you're
No,
not.
no,
Okay.
no, not. I think there's something maybe out there, but I think it would be prideful to say that it was only one religion that it was going to either send you to heaven or hell. Yeah, I think that's a crazy thought. Like, this is the way and the only way.
Well, it's like it's almost like if you could do everything, you could follow the club rules to the T, be the model example of the club. But if you don't learn the secret handshake or do the blood pact, whatever ceremony, then you're not actually in the club, and you don't get that to be considered. And then this guy, by the way, that was a shitbag his whole life, and at the end was like, I repent, and like, okay, he gets in the club.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's how this works.
Yeah.
Again, you need to work on your fucking marketing, okay?
Yeah.
This is marketing issue here, guys. Christianity, but also, I still think that there's good things in Christianity. I'm not gonna I'm not throwing the baby with the bathwater.
There's great things. Yeah.
There's good moral frameworks. I think Jesus had made a lot of good points.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of things from religion come from a more practical perspective.
If you're looking at it from a philosophical lens, I think there's a lot to offer.
Yeah.
If you're looking at it from like a practical, actual application in life and like framework of your reality, that's a little bit different to me. You know, I think there's a distinction though. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's wild to me. Where was I going with this thought? That it's just wild to me that people really just double down. I grew up in a Pentecostal church where they speak in tongues, roll around on the floor, like do all this stuff, and fire and brimstone preachers, and just really these men that were preaching were so angry all the time, and I was like, wow, they needed to smoke some weed.
Yeah. I just hate, like, I'm the one socially that's the asshole for laughing at the fucking person that has ashes on their forehead on Ash Wednesday. I'm a dick for laughing at it.
I didn't grow up around Catholics at all, and
but you know what I mean, though. It's like that level of Pentecostals probably still can't even hold it, like still literally hold a candle. These fucking
weird,
puns right there, God.
There's
I
candles
almost
involved.
try to actively avoid them because I hate it. I'm like, you saw it. You just I'm like, stop myself.
Yeah,
yeah.
I used to work at this restaurant in town here when I first got to town, and people would come in with ash on their foreheads, and I was like, hey, you've got something on your face. And they're like, and then I'm like looking around, and all of them have it. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, is this a
It's
club?
too cultish for me.
It's weird.
It gives Jim Jones. It gives.
Yeah, he was.
It gives David Koresh. It's giving David Koresh.
Yeah. He was an Assembly of God
That's one thing I
preacher.
really do appreciate from you. I like that y'all gave us It's Giving because it's fun.
It's giving, yeah.
It's giving David Koresh.
Yeah.
Well, like that's kind of my take on religion. Like I don't have any problem with religion inherently. I just hate groups of people telling other groups of people what to do.
Yeah, the Christian nationalism.
And
that's
that's literally like the defining characteristic of a group is that there's an objective, because that's like otherwise there wouldn't be a group. The formation and but the objective was survival.
Yeah.
For most of human history was just to survive. So it was like there were inherently more rewards built in cooperation. But now we live in the age of technology, and it's a brave new world, y'all. So
yeah. It's an interesting thing too, because I have watched religion help people that like needed something to replace addiction, or needed something, like they needed that extra thing to like hold them accountable. And I have seen it help some folks, but I've also seen it like be detriment. Like I watched a cult leader actually come out of the church and like talk people out of property and build a cult on a piece of property where the government came and removed him.
yeah, it's called Jonestown.
Yeah, right.
I can't go to Lago Vista, man. It sucks. No, I'm kidding.
Real bummer. They know you there. Huh?
Without a fucking dark thought on the way to the Lago Vista. If you're an Austin local, you would get that joke. And if you don't, you should move here.
Yeah. Or not.
No, yeah. It's crazy, yeah. Well, and I think that's like with both sides, Republicans and Democrats.
Politics.
Both of
crazy,
them,
yeah.
the main objective is their own power.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Mm-hmm. When people figure that out, maybe we'll have something, make some changes. But It's like, as long as people stay locked into this binary way of thinking about everything,
Yeah.
which is in reality the fact that we don't have multiple political parties.
It's crazy. Why two?
Washington
Why two?
literally was against literally Washington, the founder. You
Yeah.
know that
George,
first
you
guy.
might have heard of him.
You know,
Yeah.
did you
Yeah.
hear about? They named the place after him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he got another state because he was Washington.
Who's that guy?
Fucking did shit. Wig. No. But I'm like, that guy said political parties are bullshit and we shouldn't have them. Like maybe there was,
Yeah.
Oh.
It just ends up being like a soccer team for people or something like.
Yeah.
That's my team. That's my tribe, and it's like that tribe is gonna end up screwing you over.
Well, something that you said before is like the idea of running off of identity, like, voting for a person, like let's just like take Trump as an example. It's like you're voting for Trump and for him, not his policy, but for him specifically.
Yeah.
I think it would be a much better system if you didn't know the personal identity of the person you're voting for and more their policy.
If you're running on your
That's
platform
brilliant,
instead of
yeah.
on your party.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
what are you running on? Because then guess what? Then you actually need to bring something to the table. You need to have
Yeah.
a plan. If you go to a bank and say, I want a business loan for this business idea, and you don't have a fucking business plan to hand them, you think they're going to look at you like, yeah, let's give you some money. We just vibes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
You've got to know. Like, so I feel like political candidates, though, we let them off the hook because we also, the abortion shit, that's always on the fucking menu.
Why? Why
It's
is
always on the menu.
That's not even mentioned in the Bible.
Yeah.
Which is why is it being mentioned in any religious anything? Like, there's
Yeah, it's like
crazy.
it's the same, but it's like, and it's the same. They use the same tactics every 4 years. They incite certain emotional things.
It's the same
Yeah.
talking
Stoke
points,
fires.
just repackaged with different people. And like, if we could vote for somebody that we didn't know like who it was we were voting for, it'd be cool. Like the inauguration, it could be like the Masked Singer where they take it off and like, oh, it's you, we got you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, dude. I know you're bidding at me right now, bro.
I'm
but
bidding,
it's
bro.
okay. It's okay.
Come on.
It's okay. You just got to get better. You got to make it. You got to sell it. You got to get it flowing more. Get the craft out.
Dude, you don't think it'd be hilarious if Obama came out on the stage and he took a mask off and we're like, oh shit, it was a black guy. He sounded so white on
what
paper.
about they're like, oh, it was a lizard. Oh, I knew it. I fucking knew it was a lizard, dude. Fucking Zuckerberg. You fuck.
That's
no,
under
like,
that toupee.
dude. No, like, but like that's the thing is like that. Think about that. Like, think about the idea. Like, it would scramble people's brains. Like, oh, I don't have a party. I'm a team. I don't have a team. I need my team.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a team. It's the asses versus the fucking elephants, y'all. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And then the other thing too, I've realized Republicans think Democrats are, or rather, so Republicans think Democrats are fucking crazy and stupid.
Yeah.
And Democrats think Republicans, or let's say the liberals or the leftists is probably the best word,
Yeah.
think people on the right are literally evil.
Yeah.
Literally evil.
Yeah.
And that's what you saw like with Charlie Kirk, where that made me like I hated the world on that day last year.
That was awful.
I will never apologize either. Like, you're gross if your first thought when you find out somebody was brutally taken out like that
Yeah.
is feelings of joy. You need to go get checked.
Yeah, you need therapy.
Like yeah. And because their political views were not aligned with you,
yeah.
that's where you're at.
Yeah, I didn't agree
That's
with the
where
guy
you're
that
at. You're okay
should
with the
be-
other side being
yeah.
murdered
Yeah, that's not okay.
because they,
well, and
like-
that kind of goes against like freedom of speech. Like, everybody should be able to say what they want to say. That's what this country is.
Yeah. And it's like also like the spirit of what, like, for sure it's hilarious because his entire organization is the complete opposite now. But he stood for the people he was talking to. He wanted to have a discussion. I never saw him talking in a condescending way to anybody.
Yeah.
That he was like, you look at, he might be getting into it and there could be a heated exchange, but it was like, there was like respect to whoever he was speaking to. And it seemed like he was truly actually trying to have a dialogue. That was his whole idea,
Yeah.
and it was like, to me, whatever he stood for, I didn't agree with all the shit. The biblical stuff he lost me on, but like there definitely were like things he was saying. I'm like, yeah, he's making that's a valid point.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
so
I've both agreed and disagreed with people from the extreme left and extreme right on multiple different points.
Yeah.
And like that just goes to show like the ridiculousness of there being political parties in that like I like things from both buffets, right? Like they're good things on both sides, but I can't put myself in either camp, which is probably why I lean more libertarian than anything else. Where it's like I'd rather just have a small government. Small federal government, decently sized local government.
Yeah. No, it's nice to sit around people that are kind of in the middle there, where it's like, let's just make sure everybody is fed and has like decent medical care, and beyond that, like let people do what they want to do.
No, fuck that. Let's bomb people, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
And I do think most
Got some brown people we can bomb.
I think most people are like that. I think they are in the middle because one, they see because what we see online is not what's in real life. You know, it's just the loudest of both sides being as loud as they can be.
Yeah.
And then people assume that is representative of all of liberals and all of conservatives. That's just, it's not the case. And when you actually get out from behind the screen and talk to people in real life, you start to realize, oh, things are not as dire and like these opinions are not as extreme as it's being, put out to me, right?
Yeah.
And that all just falls back on, media control and, the whole social media craze of really just like brainwashing. That's it. It's curating for a person's feed and what is going to affirm the beliefs they've already believed in, right?
Yeah.
So just challenge yourself out there. Like if you have an opinion, go out there and try and disprove it. You approach it almost with like a scientific method.
Yeah.
Where it's like bring evidence. Don't have emotion in it, and then you will either be able to defend yourself or affirm that belief further in more specifics rather than just they told me to believe this because this is that. And who knows, you might end up finding better arguments on the other side and better reasons, and then you become a more complex human. Like it's beneficial to actually think about the shit you have an opinion on.
Yeah.
You have you have the entire depth of all human knowledge of all of it in your hand. So, it's on you, really. You know, like, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, well, yeah. Good. Like, if somebody says something to you, you can either take it at face value or you can verify.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like some people just hear a thing and then they'll repeat it. Other people will hear a thing and they'll go, I don't know about that. I'm going to do more follow up on that.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to know what you're talking about if you're talking about anything, number one. So if you haven't like done proper, like most people are commenting on shit, they don't have a fucking pot to piss in about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like somebody would like never played instruments, makes AI music, talking about how to be a good musician. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You don't have anything interesting to say. There's nothing like,
It's always interesting because I'll see people go off about like minimum wage. And I'm like, yes, people do need to get paid a living wage. Absolutely agree. The only problem with that is I grew up in a mom and pop store that couldn't afford to pay people more than they were paying people. They were already like always on the cusp of being bankrupt. And they had to sell the store before they had to give it back to the bank. And if on issues like that, if you raise minimum wage, you're going to put out all of these businesses that can't afford to pay that higher rate. So like, how do you solve that problem and get people money that is gonna put food in their fridge and pay their rent? And because you can pay your rent off of what my folks were paying, all those old retired guys working for us. So
I think a
living
lot
wage
of
is not a thing.
Exactly. I think a lot of people, when they say, raise the minimum wage, really the outcome they're looking for is lower the cost of living.
Yeah.
Like
that's
the
huge
idea, really.
Yeah.
Well, how are we going to keep printing money, though? Guys, I want to print more money.
They're not even printing it these days.
Who do we owe it to?
It.
Who do we owe it to? All that debt? Who are we in debt to?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Who are we in debt to? Is it the Fed?
Probably China.
Was Ron Paul talking about this, guys? I feel like Ron Paul was talking about this. I love Ron. I miss Ron Paul. You talk about libertarian, bro. I fucking love Ron Paul, bro. Shout out to Ron Paul Rand. I don't like him as much, but he's all right, I guess.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh, man.
dude, Fauci's getting grilled in Congress right now too, bro.
He's getting hit with it, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, book is being thrown at him. It is.
Yeah,
Damn.
as it should, because he's a fucking scumbag, fucking opportunist.
Yeah. Is
Anthony Fauci.
this the Live Nation guy or who's this?
Anthony Fauci, no, he's the doctor that was on everybody's screen in 2020. He's
okay.
Dr. Fauci. He's the guy that told you to get vaccinated, or told everybody to get vaccinated
Oh, okay.
in 2020.
Yeah.
But that wasn't his first thing. He was around in the 80s too. He's been around. But yeah, they foisted all that on people. And we're like, I didn't get vaccinated because,
Yeah.
why the fuck would I?
I
never why would I
Yeah. Why would I
hey
do that?
guys, you gotta get this fucking put a needle.
Yeah.
I hate needles. You're gonna need a really good fucking reason to get me to get
Yeah.
I am not getting a needle in me if I can avoid it.
Yeah. I had gotten COVID before the vaccinations really hit. It's
And there you go. And how conventional scientific wisdom was thrown to the wind for alarmist bullshit. And the way that the scariest thing about it was how society, how so much of society just became like a zombie about it. And it was like so few people. And I'm documented, bro. You can go back and look at my fucking podcast from then. I have it's on the record. Like I was saying this shit from the beginning, but it was like, I just never trusted it. I never trusted any of it.
The thing that's been really nice for me to see recently is, for the longest time, especially specifically around the COVID conversation, there was too much fighting among the population, among just you and me and you, just the people who are experiencing it and pointing fingers and. Obviously that was a time there was no precedent. It was an incredibly difficult period for everybody, and we took it out on each other rather than the people who deserve it, maybe the government.
Yeah.
Oh,
didn't have a plan.
There was
at
an
all.
outbreak of chocolate in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Maybe it came from the fucking chocolate factory. No, it was the gain of function research too, because we were doing that, and Obama's I thought banned it. But gain of function research is taking viruses and seeing if you can make them fucking more deadly. Why the fuck?
Wow.
That should be banned on international law globally. And there's never been a more no-brainer ass shit.
This is how zombie movies start.
Yeah, isn't biowarfare against
That's what COVID was, y'all.
Yeah.
the Geneva Convention?
This
or
is all
whatever?
because of gain of function research.
Yeah.
And it escaped from the lab.
Somebody
It was an
slipped that out.
accident.
Yeah, somebody slipped
Fuck
that out.
out of here. Fuck out of here.
I liked how they tried to
Fuck.
blame little Chinese ladies and bats though.
And I'm like,
I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why
and
would you
it's
blame?
the thing too is
It is indeed illegal against the Geneva Protocol of 1925.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's obviously not just the use of biological warfare, but the conspiracy to commit biological warfare. So it's like, hey, if you have programs that are dedicated to possibly creating a weaponized chemical or virus or whatever, maybe nip that shit in the bud.
or win the war, and then you just write the new rules, okay?
Mm-hmm. History is written by the victors.
I mean, did we say that chemical weapons were banned? We forgot. We don't give a fuck.
You guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what are you gonna do? You can do nothing, aren't you? You're gonna do nothing. Conspiracy theory, they want men feminized. All of this is all about making men more submissive and reducing testosterone, because a male population that's not properly, is not ever going to rebel against anything, which, I mean, let's be real. Every revolution that's occurred has been because one group of men was like, all right, we're tired of this bullshit. We were like, you know what, we're gonna put up, we're done. We're done now. And we've got guns and we're willing to die for this idea. So if you're not ready to die for it, then get the fuck out of the room, bruh.
Yeah.
You know?
They're not willing to lose their Wi-Fi over it.
That's why it's like, we're not gonna have a civil war. People gotta get off the couch for that shit.
Yeah.
Growing up, with you guys, is Was there ever like a sense of hopelessness of like, hey, I'm not going to be able to afford my own house? Like,
No, actually.
yeah.
It was the opposite. Before 08, 2008,
Yeah.
I feel like was the shift. The first
Yeah.
shift. There's been multiple. The 2020 was another one, but 2008 was a shift for sure.
Because throughout my entire schooling, it was all like it wasn't coming from my teachers. It was coming from just the
Well, it's like-
cultural language. Like, there is no hope. Things are going in the shitter. You might as well not even try.
Like
Yeah,
corporations.
we got that. Well, you're from LA where housing is insane. I'm
Yeah.
from Colorado where it's also insane. Like my parents bought their house for like $65,000 and sold it for almost 800,000.
Yeah.
It's like 30-year
Well, and
difference.
it's-
It's crazy.
I will say that, before anyone in the comments gets after me, I will say I'm an extremely fortunate case. I was very privileged growing up.
Fucking Nepo baby.
Yeah, close. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like, and I cannot.
You're like, I got a job,
I'm
bitch.
Very, very grateful for that.
Yeah.
But obviously, I wasn't living in isolation. I saw other things happening around. Like,
Yeah.
my stepmother had a dog named Norbert the dog who.
Fucking million followers on fucking Instagram. man.
Yeah, passed away.
Really?
Unfortunately,
We'll
but
we'll all only aspire ever to reach Norbert's levels, dude.
Oh,
Norbert was legit.
Pull up Norbert, dude.
I'll pull up Norbert.
buddy.
I'm like,
Norbert.
yo,
If he's a dog, I might
Yeah.
follow
I just
him
hoping
already.
one day we could reach Norbert's levels. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking dog with a million followers.
But a
crazy.
therapy dog, so spent a lot of time going to children's hospitals, Skid Row, like really like bad places where people were at their worst.
Oh man, he's lost followers.
Yeah.
It's all right though.
Oh,
He's
so
only
cute.
got 786,000 now.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
This is
We're gonna get him on the podcast. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Dude, that's crazy, man. Yeah.
this guy was a menace. He would bark at me all the time. Super cute though.
Knew you didn't
and
need therapy.
Super sweet and yeah, love that dog. But yeah, like like the shit's everywhere, right? Like bigger
Yeah.
cities more so because of just like dense populations, but like it's everywhere. Like
Yeah.
people are struggling on a human level. It's bad.
And it's
Yeah.
just an ever escalating, just the cost of everything
Yeah, it's going up.
across the board is just always going up over time, and it's actually accelerated, honestly.
Yeah.
And how could it not? Because when literally like 40% or something, or 60% maybe, I think even, of like all debt like of the United States government like has been post-COVID. Like, I mean, we're talking about,
wow.
yeah,
Wow,
like
that's insane.
double, like it was like 18 trillion and then it's like now it's like 38 trillion or some bullshit like that. What is
Yeah.
it? Google the national debt, bro. Let's find out.
How much
What
do
is
we
it
owe?
currently? I think
Yeah.
there's in New York there's a
not
there's a
even a
fucking
number.
board on I forget where it is. It's like it's Union Square maybe actually, but it's like there's like a building that has a board of the national debt. It's just always going up. It's just constantly going up. It's just
Oh
always
my
going
gosh.
up. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, it's at 40 now.
40 trillion.
I lowballed it by a couple trill. But luckily Elon's a trillionaire now, so that's cool.
He can pay it off,
He can
be
get
our
a hey
savior.
Elon pay it.
Yeah.
Like come on, bro.
That is wild that these guys get so much money that they're richer than most countries.
Well, it's what the thing about it is you can't even at the levels that those guys are at, you can't even think about it like money because it's not money. It's net worth. This is how a guy like Elon lives. He has a credit card that has an unlimited limit, and he doesn't ever think about it because it's just an
Yeah.
unlimited limit. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
that. But for him, the value comes from like the stocks and like his ownership in the company and the value of the things that are being created.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it's
Yeah.
not a Scrooge McDuck money
So,
pool at all.
yeah.
It's
but if like he
it's
wants to buy
assets.
something,
Assets.
he goes
Yeah.
to the bank and goes, "I need a loan for this against my stock."
Yeah.
My stock's my collateral basically,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Cool, "Okay," because you've got lots of stock. So
Like, yeah.
yeah, here's
yeah,
a rocket.
here's your whatever you need. You need you need 2 billion. Okay, here you go. Like whatever it is,
Yeah.
he's gonna get it.
yeah.
I mean, it's
You guys keep this rolling. I'm gonna
it's
step out
crazy
for a
though
second.
because with how much money that like there has now 40 trillion is 40 trillion of created
yeah.
money basically.
Yeah.
Well, like 500 trillion in in wealth in the
well, and like that's what caused the '08 thing was that the derivatives market where it's like bets on bets on bets, you know.
You can loan out more than you have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Clinton thing that started with, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, Clinton was like I think he was presided over the repeal of Glass-Steagall, which kind of took the guardrails away that had been put in after the stock market crash of the that caused the Great Depression.
Yeah.
The crash of '29. So it's like, yeah. And then at that point, then of course, yeah, the markets go crazy because why not?
Yeah.
And also, who shorted fucking United and American Airlines stock before 9/11? Who shorted it? Like, who shorted it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to know that answer to that. Why don't we know the answer to that question?
We should. They
Right?
probably know. Somebody knows.
Somebody knows.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just, that whole thing, I'm like, I actually appreciate that now we can actually talk about 9/11 conspiracy and you're not laughed out of a room.
Yeah, yeah.
It took a while to get here.
Yeah.
Because I've been on this shit since like '07.
Well, you watch
forever.
the way they went down, and it's like that
Yeah.
didn't somebody blew up something in the bottom there. Like that went straight down.
Well, and it's not even just that from the eye test. It's literal documented explosions happening.
Yeah.
That people documented like in the basement level of the World Trade Center. There's
we
no
made it to 9/11? Hell yeah.
Yeah, we got to 9/11. I said I appreciate now that we're at a point where you can talk about 9/11 conspiracy and you're not laughed out of a conversation anymore. Like it's actually like people will. I mean, so that's progress because, bro, I've been on this shit for like 2 decades. So y'all catch up,
Dude.
Like,
I remember when 9/11 happened. I was sitting in grade school, and they had
what grade were you in?
Actually, what would I be? Oh, that would have been 6th grade, actually.
I was a junior in high school.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But they had us writing our hopes and dreams out that day while this is like playing on a TV that they hauled into the classroom, and I'm like,
I hope
the world's ending. Like, what do you mean hopes and dreams today? Like,
I had to. Oh my God. Yeah. No, I had been on top of the South Tower. I went to New York in '99 because my cousin, the same cousin that I went and saw in Hawaii a couple of years ago, he had that was the beginning of his career. He was graduating from the Coast Guard Academy. Like we stopped off in New York on the way to Connecticut, and like, yeah, I remember being on top. I have a picture on my fridge. My older brother and I on top of the South Tower. So I'd been there 2 years before. So it was like super surreal for me because I'm like, holy shit, I was there, like
it's crazy.
And it's like, it made it all that more visceral. And I still to this day, I remember that first time I got to New York because I lived in New York too for a few years in the mid 2010s. Came back after because I like drugs too much. But I remember the first time I went to New York, and I was in like 8th grade going into 9th, and at LaGuardia, you seeing the silhouette, the Twin Towers, it was like there was nothing like it. The Freedom Tower is awesome. It's great, but having the two massive giants like that next to it was so incredible to behold it. Like just from like, and it's like the indelible like first image in my mind of New York City was that skyline, like
Twin
after
Towers.
like coming into LaGuardia. Yeah. And you're like, and then they're just gone.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
and Building 7 too, like later that day, where you're like, nobody questioned it on the day because you're like, you're already so fucked, you're so traumatized,
It's like, it's another building,
yeah. It's like they just murdered my whole family. Oh, and they killed the dog. Oh fuck. Like,
Yeah.
It sucks we lost the dog, but I lost my fucking family earlier, so I'm really sad about that. It's like, but then none of it really registered in terms of, at least for me, until I watched Zeitgeist, and then it was like, let's switch. My religious belief, it changed everything for me. Was Zeitgeist because it was like that was with the Federal Reserve, learning about all of these things, and you're like, oh shit, this whole like this whole mechanism that exists of control, and these elite families that have been in power for hundreds of years, maybe thousands for all we know.
Long time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the royal family. Think about it. I mean, like, think about how much the holdings they have.
Yeah.
And like just the power that comes with like that level of control of like resources and stuff.
Like, I was going to say that this when we were on the religion talk, but like, it's kind of crazy to me that like there's still such thing as a pope. like
Yeah.
that a pope has that much power.
Yeah.
You know, not that there is a pope, but the pope has that much influence over the world.
I love that the new pope's
Right.
from Ohio.
It is fun.
That's
that-
awesome.
Dude, we
that-
got an
that we have
Ohio pope,
American-
bro.
We got an Ohio
We got an
pope.
American pope.
American Pope.
He seems pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
It's
It's just that whole Catholic part.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a Catholic wedding? Holy shit.
They're long.
Oh,
They are so long. Yeah.
there's like,
So get to the point already.
there's like, yeah, I've never been to a like wedding where there's sections where you sit down and like you get up with the group as a groomsman.
yeah.
I was like, oh.
They all say the same prayers and stuff and at the
Oh,
same time.
yeah. They're like, see, that's where they lose me. I'm like, what?
the Gregorian chanting.
I don't just the ashes on the forehead, the tribalistic sort of elements. Like, yeah,
It's a
you're
Catholic thing for the swinging smoke
ball
thing.
of
Yeah,
incense
the
or
incense,
whatever.
yeah.
holy water.
I can get on board
Yeah.
with that. It's pretty cool.
The holy water.
No, the swinging ball of incense.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's kind
I
of
think
cool.
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we need that in some yoga classrooms.
Oh yeah, yeah. Outside of religious context, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's it's guilt.
Yeah,
Just a lot of guilt. Feel guilty about where it's like you're like dealing with whatever, being a human, the human condition, and like how does that
you should feel bad about it.
you should feel bad
Yeah.
for these impure thoughts. You looked at boobs and wanted to see them. How dare you? Like what the fuck? Like
You know, if you
it's
think
just
it, you've
it's
committed
like
it.
you're a terrible person. It's definitely one of those things though that like religion has to evolve to stay relevant. So like they can't keep selling the same stuff if they want to stay relevant. They've got to there's going to be like a new age where I don't know. I see religion kind of. I don't know what religion is going to happen. I think it's not going anywhere. And in a weird way, if the other team the people that are running the shit, if they're on Team Satan, I'm just to be on the side that's not them. I gotta go the other team. Then all right, I'm on that team.
I don't know if you've seen South Park
Whatever
at
team
all, but-
Satan is, I'm on the other team. South Park. Yeah. I love those guys. Those guys are national treasures.
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
and Trey are freaking.
We're lucky to have them, dude.
My favorite thing, South Park related and religion related, is that canonically only Mormons go to heaven in South Park. Everyone
forgot
else
about
goes to
South
hell. Oh, it's the greatest. That and Saddam Hussein as punishment for his hell was going to heaven with Mormons.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, most people are in hell and they're right here on earth.
Yeah.
I think people build hell for themselves a lot of the time. They get obsessed with their own suffering and then build a place where they can experience that permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah, the victimhood culture
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like the embellishment of being a victim versus the rejection of it as a thing that you would not want to identify yourself as because it's a weak place to be.
Yeah.
It's personalizing everything that happens to you. Like if you fall fully into the victim mentality.
And it's not even to say you're not a victim. You could be a victim.
Yeah.
100%.
You don't have to identify as one.
You don't have. Yeah. You don't have to live in that.
Yeah.
That's
It's also taking this thing that happened and saying, this happened to me. This is me, like this happened to me, rather than this is a thing that happened.
But what
Yeah.
better
I
excuse
experienced
is
it.
there for being a shitty person?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I was traumatized. This is the reason I'm a fucking shitbag. Okay. And like what other good reason? Because like
Yeah. I'm not gonna fix myself. I'm
that's why I
just gonna.
said what people do with trauma is there's different humans do different things with trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that post-traumatic growth is now something that a lot of people try and follow. It's the opposite, really, of victimization. Yeah. It's like if something happens to you, it's a matter of taking that, sure, like it sucks, but dust yourself off, get back in the game,
Yeah.
and make yourself better because of it.
Yeah.
Like that's just like, and then you will become a better person. Like with addiction, for instance, like it's
Yeah.
one of the only illnesses where when you are recovering from it and you come out on the other side, you become a better person than you were before.
Yeah.
Because it's that struggle, it's that trauma that happened to you, and then you processing it and then making it a positive experience rather than just dwelling on it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
distilled cheat code is you can be bitter or you can be better.
Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
You know,
Yeah.
ultimately.
You should make a T-shirt.
Yeah, I do need to make T-shirts now. I need to have some other fucking dude to do that shit. I'm like, I hate that. I hate the merchandising and all the hats you have to put on this shit. But yeah, no. But ultimately, yeah, to say that people will do different things with it, and it's like, that's where I don't want to be around the people that like live in the thing that happened.
Yeah.
And that's how it's like they build their whole, persona around it.
Yeah.
It's like you should be evolving. You should be pushing yourself past these, things in your previous. And it's also like if you're not actually being like somewhat internally like, like oriented to look in and say, okay, these are the things that I could be doing better and different and improving on. Because nobody's perfect. And if you're fucking, if you're pointing fingers, maybe start with yourself and make sure your shit's on lock before you start talking.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, basic shit, really.
Yeah,
you would think.
Therapy's great. Therapy's
see, I disagree. I think therapy's bullshit.
Oh,
I do
if
because
you find the right person.
Well, and I'm like, I'm not to diminish it for you, but I'm like, to me, I like. Okay, it's the same thing as religion.
Yeah, yeah.
It's become therapy speak has been. You know who loves therapy speak? Fucking narcissists. They fucking love that shit.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
And so anytime you weaponize up, you train a fucking manipulative individual on how to manipulate better. Therapy's training ground for them.
Yeah,
and
that's
so,
not great.
And there are like my therapist friend. I thought was my friend said when I don't need to get into all the gory details. It's just safe to say that there was a messy situation with an ex who's now engaged to my former best friend.
Oh, shit.
So yeah.
Ah, damn.
And collateral damage was one of my other friends that I had introduced her to my ex, and her and I had been friends previously, and she was kind of like the linchpin person of me stopping alcohol, actually. Like, she was not the reason, she was just the last thing I fucked up.
Yeah.
And then we were able to maintain a friendship. It was great. And she was like one of my biggest advocates in those first couple of years. Everything happens. She comes around and then she's like, I liked you better when you were drinking because my ex spread some fucking slanderous bullshit. And ended the friendship. And I'm like, you're a fucking therapist, dude. Did you they give you a license? Like you can be a shitty person.
Yeah.
And so, so that's, clearly that's one of my issues, like some therapy issues there. But
yeah.
I had another not great encounter with a person who was a therapist recently who handled conflict like fucking trash. Like just like, this is like your whole thing is you're supposed to be good about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like somebody said something about me, a hater.
Yeah.
Said some ugly stuff to her, like on the sly when I was out with, like I'd run into her. She was just somebody I'd like met previously. And then it was like we were having fun and then whatever. And then as soon as like this person said something to her, she came back around and like vibe switched. And to her credit, she told me. But then I'm like, now I'm in a position I have to defend my character.
Yeah.
And ultimately vibe doesn't lie. So you've like you, not just that we've interacted in real life, but you see my presence around, you see me doing like, but yet this, and it's like, you're a fucking therapist. Like you're not giving me the space to be a person right now. So it's like, I feel like there's a lot of like grandiosity I've realized with some therapy, people that were therapists. I don't know.
I can't speak on like to a lot of them. I went through Sims during the pandemic and talked to a therapist, mostly about like religious stuff. Had seen a lot of craziness happen in the church, and just was noticing that it was affecting the way I approached the world. And I was like, oh, I'm a little harsh here at some point, so I need to like back off of that and fix this so I'm not approaching the world with a sharp edge of just jadedness. And
cynicism.
And she my therapist was great. We went through Sam's to use her, and I think I did maybe 10 sessions, and then I was like, I think I like the last session. She's like, so what do you have to talk about? I was like, not much. Like I think I figured
you got
it out.
You got some
See,
and I think that's like I feel like that's what it should be. There's some people that are on like permanent therapy. It's like that, you know what I mean?
It's like
and I feel like there's
you got to do the work.
I truly believe legitimately that, and I'm not saying everybody, but I believe there are some people, and it's probably no small portion, that go to therapy specifically so they can say, I go to therapy. I really believe that. I really believe
I
that.
can see that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because I know I've been around people too much. It's like I know people, and it's like there's always going to be good and bad. It's with anything. You know what I mean? So it's like I again, I don't throw anything out totally, and I said that to like be kind of contrarian to it to you. Not that I'm like. We're not getting emotional here about this.
No, absolutely
We
not.
went to therapy already.
We're fine. We're healed.
Right. No. But yeah, but it's like, that's where I've been, I guess, turned off with it all. Cause I'm like, you know, if you being like improving yourself as a human is like a daily endeavor of like, you're showing up for yourself on a regular basis and, you know, making those decisions to be
better.
A better human.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
It's kind of wild too. Like the people that like, really just like put themselves last. It's such a reverse thing because it's like if you aren't taking care of yourself, how can you take care of your community around you?
Yeah,
So
it's
like,
not noble to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm.
No, yeah.
And a lot of therapists too, like they themselves have their own mental problems that they're working through. That's a lot of what attracts them to the job, really. And it makes sense, you know, if you're going to be a librarian, you probably like to read, right?
Yeah.
If you're a therapist, like likely as you're fascinated by the human condition and the mind and the psychology of it. But I've seen my fair share of really great therapists. I'm fortunate that I experienced that, but also friends of mine that had very, very, very bad experiences with therapists to the point where, like, I won't share the story because, you know, I'm telling tales out of school or whatever. But like, a friend of mine grew up having some really bad mental health issues and going to therapy for it. Some things happened. Now he says, like, hey, if I were to see that therapist just walking down the street, I would beat the fuck out of that dude.
Wow.
Because he ruined my adolescence because of what he
I had to go to therapy because of your therapy.
Because of it, like it all stemmed from this.
This is therapy right now for me. I feel better already.
It all stemmed from this person trying to convince my friend that he was something that he was not.
Yeah.
Very clearly. And trying to like do the psychologist thing of like fit them in a mold in like symptoms correlate to this, so it means that you must be that. And then it just like bad things happen. Luckily he got out of it. Much better place now. He's a fantastic writer. But yeah, like it takes both like all shapes and sizes therapy, really.
Well, no, but I think the manipulative people love therapy. So I stand by that. Like I feel like I could see that where it's been a weaponized thing, and now we have this like therapy speak culture that's like it's the same thing as anything. If you keep using words over and over like they don't mean anything, eventually they won't mean anything. Yeah. And like fucking boundaries doesn't mean a fucking thing anymore. This is the dumbest fucking shit. It's like the real conversation about boundaries isn't setting them. That's the easiest part about boundaries. The conversation nobody has is that how do you honor your boundaries when somebody crosses them? Yeah. Do you have the respect to walk away from a situation that you could stick around and be abused continually? Yeah. In a sense, I'm not saying abuse is another word that gets used too much, so I shouldn't say that, but you get it. You know, just like so.
Somebody that's kicking you when you're down.
The hardest part about boundaries isn't the part of setting them. It's the part where you have to respect yourself enough to hold them. Yeah. Because it's hard. It's lonely. Yeah. Holding boundaries is a lonesome endeavor sometimes. Not always, but like to be like, no, I'm not. Like I had just met somebody recently and it just like, it was not good. And it was, from an attraction standpoint alone, no problems. None. Zero. Yeah. From a behavior aspect, a lot of issues, right? I'm at a point, I don't give a shit if you're hot. It doesn't matter to me. And I'm not going to stick around and pretend to play ball with you just to play ball. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not just like, it's not a vibe. Like, but yeah.
I think the main thing that like the negative aspect from therapy that's really bled into society and how we conduct ourselves is the feeling of entitlement. Specifically in relationships, feeling like everybody is entitled to the perfect person that waits on their every whim without feeling the need to put that in yourself. Yeah. You know, it's getting out of the me mentality where everything's me, everything needs to be going the right for me, but I don't have any intent to be that person for somebody else. Because I think in a great relationship, both people are making the effort to be that person for the other.
Absolutely,
really.
yeah.
But it's a lot harder to be that person for someone else than to feel like you're entitled to it from them.
Yeah.
And that's why I think like nobody's dating anymore as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all situationship based.
Yeah. Well, it's like,
yeah, it really is.
are
Yeah.
you single or are you in a relationship?
I've been with my guitar player for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So,
Good
yeah.
for you. Yeah. This is not a great time to be single. It's just one of those things where I've checked out of like even really doing the dating thing. Like I'm not saying I wouldn't, but it's like if it's an organic arises organically, I'm not against it. But it's like it's like everybody's like again polarized, and it's like ultimately I think like for me, I'm like I just know that I can't, like I've worked on myself enough to know, I can't expect to receive anything I don't also offer, in terms of just the kind of person I am. So, that's it. It's like I'm not, but if you're coming at me with a list of demands and nothing to say like other than just what your body or your attractiveness, it's like, if I was 25, maybe I would have been like about it maybe, but you reach that point, you're like,
Yeah. I don't know. It's that thing where you need to be able to take care of your own shit and to have a partner that can come along and it's not just your ride. You're getting in together and both of you have a steering wheel and you're trying to steer that thing with each other as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's my partner and I have definitely gone through ups and downs. We work together. It's like,
I say this as it pertains to relationships, but in a general sense, this applies. What good thing in life ever came to you that you didn't have to work hard for?
Oh, nothing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What good thing? Nothing.
Yeah.
People don't want to work hard on a relationship. They want convenience because we live in a convenience world.
Yeah.
So, I got to do emotional labor with you? Fuck out of here. I'm doing emotional labor with you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
And I'm like willing, but why the fuck would I invest any emotional bandwidth in a person that's not giving me back something to like,
it's a give and
receive.
take.
Yeah. Because it's like the thing we're supposed to be filling each other's cup. Like that's how this works.
Yeah.
It's not I pour all of my cup and you just receive all the time.
Yeah.
If that's how your mindset is, then
It's a narcissist.
You're not. It's a narcissist.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, and you know why? Because they have a hole in their cup, so they can't even refill their own cup.
Yeah. I've played with some. When I was playing bass in bands, I've played with some straight up narcissists, and it's like, oh man, I'm so glad that I'm not dating you. Like this is insane.
I randomly ran into this dude like who broke up my old band back in the day last night. Well, he apologized to me last night.
That's nice.
Good.
Wild. Shout
that
out
felt good.
Dane. He goes by
Yeah.
Dane Bell now. He was
Dane
Josh Bell
Bell,
then. And I'm like, bro, I told him, I was like, turns out Taylor's a fucking narcissist. So you're good. And also he impregnated another therapist who
These
wasn't a therapist at
therapists
the
in your
time, but
life.
she is.
How do you know so many therapists, man?
41, yo. And like, but it's like, it was interesting because I'm like, dude, I didn't see it as that. I mean, he poached our guitar player, who was like our secret weapon, my buddy Mitch, who
Yeah.
I'm still friends with. I just talked to him yesterday. But he was like a killer. He was like the youngest in our band too, and he was just like a phenom.
Yeah.
And so and he came in and kind of did that. But it was like the seeds were already sown when our other, like my former best friend, who's engaged to my ex, I think, had gotten a girl pregnant, so.
Okay.
And so like whatever happened after that, it was all already in motion when that, so I told him, I was like, you're fine, bro.
Yeah.
But it was cool. And he was cool about it. And I'm like, yeah, but it's interesting because I was in a band with a narcissist for years and didn't realize they were a narcissist.
Well, it takes a while to figure it out, and then it's just like when like the veil is lifted, you're like, oh.
And then everything, there's like where I let that thing go, or where that,
Yeah.
this felt not like what I should be, but I'm giving this person the benefit of the doubt on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like narcissism too. It's so close in terms of behavior and how I observe it to like psychopathy and sociopathy.
Well, every psycho is a narcissist.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's that lack of empathy and consideration, but also the keen ability to hide in plain sight and to because they know these behaviors that people pick up on. It's like a survival thing to curb that, hide it until all of a sudden you're in bed with a grizzly bear and you're fucked. Really, it's bad.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like the prism of existence is about how everything serves them. It's not how to serve someone else. It's about what's your function for me to gain from you in some way.
Yeah.
And it's all through that prism.
It's interesting too, like the bands that I've been in where that lead person was always the thing I noticed, which was like a huge red flag after playing in so many different bands, was if somebody comes up to you and they're like, I'm going places and I'm going to take all of you with me. And it's like, man, the minute like a record label comes along, like you're going to fire your band and you're going to use the record label's band that they pick for you. And you know, that's not the case. That's not, do not put all your eggs in that basket.
Right.
Like that is it's just an interesting thing.
Yeah, I'm like, it's also too within your interactions in the scene too. It's like finding the right people around, which I think Austin's full of like a lot of good people for
really
sure.
Great people.
There's some rotten apples out there, but
most of the people I've worked with are just stellar, like community driven, like want this place to be what it is, and it's not like a selfish thing that they're doing, which is great.
Well, and I feel like that heart of service is like the place where, like for me, it's like the narcissistic thing. It's like to make everything about the worshiping at the altar of self is so fucking. So it's like it's unbecoming.
It's yeah.
And that's the reality of those people.
Yeah.
And it's hard for, I think, any empathetic person that has any degree of empathy.
Yeah.
To like even put a like grasp on that, like to be so at the expense of all others too. Like ultimately. Yeah. But I'd like to believe like being that kind of person over time, eventually you just, even if the punishment, that's why like Circle's Mancubus, he's like, whatever it means to you, just know it'll come back around again. It's like whatever it means to you.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're living in the prison of their own self worship.
Yeah.
That can never be satiated.
And that can't be a comfortable place to live, because I'm sure it's definitely
because it's external, because it relies on the external.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a place of scarcity. And it's definitely I'm grateful that I don't think I have that. I hope I don't. But yeah.
I think if you've ever asked yourself the question, am I a narcissist? You probably aren't a narcissist, because I don't think most narcissists are asking themselves that question.
Yeah.
Because, it's like if you have any degree of self-awareness, like you're going to be like thinking about how your actions are impacting other people and caring to the degree that like I don't want to do something that I know is going to hurt someone else, especially if I don't like in a general sense, really, it's not cool. But like, if it's somebody I care about or whatever, it's like how your actions impact others, worrying more about like, and that's the thing. I think the service part is like, I feel like that's where you get the value of life.
Yeah.
Is like in the act of doing things and receiving, like, to go back to Osama, like to feel that secondhand joy of like seeing him literally living the dream. And also like Carlos and Matt, who we have on the podcast coming soon. Osama too, buddy. We out here. But yeah, so like see like the joy of that and like the support of those and seeing your friends. Like you got to inhabit that space. That's the only growth place.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it's great seeing friends do well, and it's inspiring, and like because if nobody was out here actually making it, like, would you? It shows still you
it's there. It's right.
It's possible. Yeah. Yeah. You can make that happen. And I'm a firm believer in you rise with the tide. Like if your friends are doing well, you're doing well. Like that's and just helping each other as much as possible to get to that point.
Yeah. And it's like resenting people for doing well is like cancer. It's not good. It's the envy. It's literally a deadly sin.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's okay to feel jealous in some regard, but you need to check that jealousy.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Well, the envy feeling, that's a human
the
condition
envy,
thing.
Yeah, really. And
Yeah.
realize that, their success does not mean your downfall or
No,
your
yeah.
failure. Like,
Absolutely.
just be happy for the people that you like and that you want to see do well, because,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Sure, you might also want to be on that stage, but it's coming eventually.
Yeah.
Well,
I've noticed at times in my life where I'm like, shit, like, why'd they get that and I didn't? And it's because it pops up in all of us at some point. And I'll text them in that moment and just be like, you know what? Like, congratulations, you've worked really fucking hard and you earn every bit of this. And like, that kind of removes that feeling is when you not only like you embrace it.
Yeah.
And embracing that growth in other people helps take that edge away, I guess.
And there's also a degree of like taking your pride out of the mix a little bit too, because you're
Yeah.
like, the prideful thing would be like, I'm not gonna say anything because fuck that guy. I feel like I should have gotten that, so whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck them. But you may even have a surface reaction like that, but then you're like, you know what? Like, that's awesome that they got that. I'm gonna let them know, because I would appreciate it if I were in that position and somebody said that to me.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
Yeah.
golden rule generally works pretty well for life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
unless you're a masochist and you like being abused, in which case. But like, just treating others as you want to be treated. It's always a good policy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, totally.
I feel like we talk past each other too much ultimately,
Yeah.
like in the conversations we have.
We also assume, and this is like very much a narcissist behavior that I feel like anybody can fall in the trap of, is assuming you're the center of the conversation, or like the center of your own world, which you are in the sense, you are the only person experiencing the world in this way, but also realizing like, hey, this person, like everybody else, they're off in their own world. They're experiencing it the same
That's
way I am.
Sonder.
Yeah.
Really.
That's what it is.
And that is why psychedelics are awesome.
Yeah.
Because it puts you in that place where you can
see others.
Yeah, you can realize that the whole world is operating and it's not going to wait for you to catch up.
No.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah. It's moving pieces. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to it's hard to have main character syndrome taking psychedelics.
It is. That's a great point.
Yeah.
It really is. Because, it takes you to like an outside perspective of your own mind. And you're like looking at your own wirings in a sense. You're kind of getting a peek under your own hood of your car.
Yeah.
The engine kind of running it. And you're like, oh, okay, that's how that works. I see. Okay. It's like, and I like, for me, a lot of the utility is in the post, like trip, time frame, those couple days, maybe, depending how much you took, maybe, but like where you get where it really kind of settles in with like those new things, in the channels, I guess, of emotional bandwidth, maybe that were opened up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, feel however you want about the guy, but I feel like Bill Burr has a really good trip story in that way. Very much in that sense of like, it was the work after the fact that helped him get over his anger and like realize what the root of it was, and like this profound sense.
Can't say hi to kids anymore. I love kids.
Yeah.
You can't say hi. There's a pedophile now.
That's one of my favorite comedians, actually. He's that
Opening a special with a pedophile joke is fucking is boss
insane.
energy for sure.
That's insane. What was that? Where was he when he did that show where he just like berated the audience?
Philly.
Oh my god.
That's his.
Like,
That's one. That is a iconic
That's where Bill
comedy
Burr
moment.
was.
Yeah.
He birthed into the world of the mainstream. On that night, like,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
yeah, and again, it goes back to the ownership thing. I mean, like in that moment, because I can only imagine as a comic being in that environment and dealing with that and going in that. I mean, against that grain and somehow, some way, figuring out a way to like turn the tide and get them on your side, and you're just shitting all over them and you're actually winning them over through this.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, these masochists, bro. They're like,
5
you're
minutes.
talk to me like I'm a piece
I got
of shit.
5 minutes left on this shit. Yeah.
So good.
5 minutes, dude. Yo, but your whole fucking town like worships a guy that doesn't even fucking exist, like the Iraqi thing. I'm like, dude, my man's going in on it, dude. He lost his edge though, dog. And I really can't get past the lack of just the tone deafness with which he handled and has continued to handle the Riyadh thing too. It sucks, but
There's the Saudi
don't let your
Arabian
heroes live too long, I guess.
comedy festival, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
They just orchestrate 9/11. It's whatever.
And like, to me, this
heard
is
about
almost
that one.
These are the 9/11 guys, right? That's what Shane Gillis.
you know, they did it, right? Like, they kind of, they're the helm there. Yeah, like to me, it's almost not as bad that he went over there and did it. It was just the hypocrisy after the fact of just like,
Yeah.
Just
it's
own
not
that.
that big a deal. Like
You
like,
maybe you didn't
yeah.
anticipate the backlash, but once you got it, you should have owned that. You know what? Maybe you, like, it's the ego and that's the pride part, and it's like that's where it gets past because it's like I feel like he used to be better about being willing to admit he's wrong about something maybe, and it's like I think that's when you get to a point where you're like calcified in the thing that
Yeah.
you're like where there's no. It's like my father. You know, it's like I'm not changing his mind on shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be fair, he's really not changing my mind, but it's because he's not presenting any new ideas to change my mind, you know? So, but it's like, yeah, that realization, you're like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Did Tim Dillon go to that as well, or was he invited?
Yeah.
or-
And then he talked shit and they
Yeah.
fucking fired him before he ever. I'm like, hey, you know what? Hey, I love that he was like, I'm going to just say what I'm thinking. Cause it's like the problem I have with that as a comedian is it's one thing to be you're on the up and you get into NACA, which is like the college circuit for comics that we'll get, and they'll like tour colleges.
Okay.
It's called NACA, but like there's rules, and to like be able to like qualify, you have to have like you can't do certain things, but you do it because you need to get paid, and you're a young comic.
Yeah.
Bill Burr ain't a fucking young comic, and he's still accepting a gig with fucking gags on it. And you call yourself a comic, bro.
Yeah.
Who am I to say anything other than Cody fucking Odell says it? You know, I don't care. Like you accepted a gig that they told you couldn't talk about shit. And if you're a real comic and anybody tells you you're not allowed to talk about this or you shouldn't, guess what the fuck I'm probably going to talk about?
Yeah.
Because you don't tell me that. That's the whole point. Is like at least to me, that's the point.
Yeah.
I think the best example of exactly that, of just saying the shit that you're being told you're not allowed to say, and they got censored for it anyway, was episode 200 and 201 of South Park, where they depicted Muhammad on 2 separate episodes. Those episodes are now banned. Go watch them. They are on the internet. Educate yourself on free speech. And
Also a
free
note
speech
to
and
the
comedy.
Muslims, that's why you're still losing, because your team, nobody on the Christian team kills people for drawing Jesus. So maybe get on that, like at least, get them on that. But it's like, yeah, dude, that's crazy though. That just goes to show you though how paranoid these networks are. And that's why comedy doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I do like in that particular instance, Comedy Central didn't try and hide behind religious rights and like, oh, we can't do this because of some moral reasons. It's like, no, we're just terrified of being bombed. It's like we are fearing threats of violence.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with hurting anyone's feelings.
Right.
It's just we're scared. Admittedly.
And Trey and Matt are who they are. They had to make it. They had to like put it out, and it got, the powers that be said no. But it's like, because of Charlie Hebdo. Hebdo.
Hepto?
Charlie Hebdo. You know Charlie Hebdo?
No.
Political cartoon. They drew Muhammad, and then they fucking
killed him,
some dude
yeah.
got murdered for drawing Muhammad.
Jeez.
And then Joe Rogan was talking about that when they tried it. Some other dude did it in Texas, and then they showed up and they were like, they had guns. It was like, you're in Texas now.
Yeah,
they got
yeah,
guns
yeah.
here. But like, people, but like to get that, that's wild to me. That's where religion is archaic, and
Yeah.
the whole any of that kind of thing. You're like,
Yeah. Why are we still killing each other?
it's ultimately. But are we ever gonna not be killing each other? Do you think?
Yeah.
Are humans ever not going to be exploiting other humans
we would need those aliens to
when
come
they
back and
when offered the means and ability to do it? Are they not going to exploit other humans? I think that's I think we all know the answer to that question in our heart of hearts, because we know that it's literally like the original sin of being a human.
Read 22 Cells in Nuremberg by Douglas Kelly. I started reading it because I saw the movie from last year, and it very much examines that of like it is a nature of humanity to be
exploitative of other human
in the search of power. It's a short read.
And if you really get into it, it's all about sex, really. Because everything men do is for pussy. That's like this. It's the theory of pussy. Okay, it's literally buildings like the greatest bridges and fucking whatever things that scare you because they're so big. All that pussy. The guy that did all this shit, he wanted to make a lot of money. He wanted to do the all why? Because he wanted pussy.
I mean, you look
know
at
it's crude,
Elon.
but how many baby mamas does he have at this point?
Oh, dude,
like 12.
Probably.
He's going for fucking legend status on that
he's
front.
trying to surpass Genghis Khan on that.
Well, he's like, I need to get my genes in as many different pools, and there'll be some that'll be duds and others that won't, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think Elon's the Antichrist, actually. So that's my theory.
It could be.
Because I'm telling you, he's going to offer like eternal consciousness and with Neuralink. Like, get the Neuralink and we'll download your fucking consciousness into the computer and you get to live forever.
The pigs that out there that they're testing them on, that shit's wild.
Well, and it's like just the level of like people will say it's always the front line. It's like what the Nazis did. It's like always the front line is like something good.
Yeah.
You know, and then you hide all the fucked up shit behind that. Yeah. It's like when you take the veil away, what is really occurring is the real question. Like with the data centers, what's really happening here, guys? Yeah. What are they really doing?
Yeah. Why I mean, I understand the race towards needing the best AI in terms of like warfare, because that's where wars are going to be fought in the future is data.
Right. The war, though, the real war is for your mind.
Yeah.
And that it's for that war.
Yeah. It's
for the mind war. The impending mind war. It's already happening. We're already in it. But fucking Flowbots, baby. Good political protest band.
Yeah.
I jammed them so much in college. But it's like the war, there's a war going on for your mind, he says this. And it's true. I mean, because it's like ultimately this is the greatest mind control device ever conceived in all of human history. And so the unlimited, like the levels of power and control that exists with this device because it exists. Thanks, Steve. Fuck.
So handy.
We're so grateful. I can get my banking info while I'm on the go. This is great. No, but it's like, you know, and that's why we said this before on last episode or whatever recent episode, like getting off your phone and like having a policy to like, I'll like consciously turn my phone over sometimes and just go, I'm not even going to look at my phone for like I don't want to look at my phone for a while. Yeah, I'll keep it on silent on purpose because I don't care if somebody calls. I don't want to hear it.
Oh yeah. I put mine basically lives on do not disturb. Like you tried to call me earlier and I was like, oh shit. Like
I was about to text you and then you called me back. But yeah, no, for sure. Because it's like, it's an overwhelm of incoming. And like people don't realize your notification game, like your notification settings are huge. Yeah. Like having cleaning that up is like cleaning up your consciousness in so many ways because your consciousness exists on this screen. Yeah. Yeah. Let's be real. For most of us, like way more than we want to admit, you know.
Oh, yeah.
In any given day. It's
absolutely.
Like, yeah. So how you like allow this to like let you be manipulated and then like also realizing you're in your own algorithm and it's going to feed you things that it thinks you want to see. Yeah. So you should be seeking out things like against what you think it's trying to show you because like then you're not giving it the thing it's like trying to feed you. Yeah. And you're not giving it like but also it's like scary because those data farms is where all the information from this goes to create that composite like digital matrix of your identity, which at the point where it's like they know so much about you, like they can literally almost like predict every move you're gonna make before you make it, which is where we're headed.
Yeah.
I just hope I die before we get there.
Did you ever watch that movie Don't Look Up?
That's why I don't want to have kids though either. Yeah.
That one was incredible where they had the phone that would tell you how you're gonna
honestly, sometimes I'm like, you know, probably there's also like people got bunkers. Like there's people that like if that's like, oh, there's a comment and we got 2 days which also you wonder, like, if they knew that, they probably wouldn't tell humanity until like the day before.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, but like move the people that need to move first and get them in where they're going, and then tell people that it's coming, and then have fun. Bye.
I'm pretty sure that comment just like blasted through the planet in that movie.
But like, I mean, so, but ultimately, like, the desire to live is like almost narcissistic, because it's like you want your own consciousness to keep going.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have an agenda of your life to live it, like if nothing else.
Yeah.
But this got really esoteric.
We got in some deep shit. It's fun.
I didn't think we were gonna get this esoteric on it. I mean, we definitely have some music. Could get some good music stuff too. But like, well, feelings. I'm kidding.
Feelings. Yeah. So many of them.
There's Offspring. Feelings. Whoa, feel. Dude. Fucking
bringing it back to music. We are hitting our 2-hour mark.
Yeah,
here.
I know. Yeah.
But let's close out with talking briefly about your album
What's
documentary.
next?
Just
What do you
to
got?
say,
Yeah, like
what's coming up after that? I know you got some release parties and stuff.
Yeah, so I have 2 release parties. The 28th is when the album drops. That'll be available everywhere.
Yeah.
Putting that out with Get Your Records. And then we're going to have a release party in Houston at the Continental Club on the 28th. And then the 29th, we're going to be coming to Austin and playing the 04 Center, where we'll be showing the documentary. So have the documentary. I've got a bunch of guests coming out to that show. So, like, I think basically everybody but Shiny Ribs will be at that show performing with us. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's dope.
Yeah. Super pumped.
Well, yeah, we're happy that you wanted to come. I mean, I feel like I'm dumb. We're, you know.
No, I love it.
I'm like people are like, I wonder if they're like, you know, Cody's fucking off the wall, dude. No, but I'm like, because like I think the community aspect of it all, like kind of like the idea, like I'm right there with you in terms of and being the right people, you know. Not that there's like wrong people, but there are people that like their behavior, I don't. Like if certain people, I'm like, I'm not going to associate with this thing, but the people that it's like the...
Yeah, once you kind of learn the vibes and it's like, oh man, like I can really like narrow in and find my community that I can actually build stuff with.
Yeah.
Which is cool shit. Like, no, that's exciting. That's an exciting thing to find. And I think we found this in this documentary. And again, just we have so many different... age groups too in this document. I've got Sean McCarg from the Ransom Brothers, just people that have had all kinds of different experiences in music in this city, talking about it. So I think it's cool to hear about other people's community coming in, and I'm excited.
When
to put
was
it out.
when was this the impetus of this? When did it first come about, and then the process of making it happen?
Yeah, so I had this idea about 3 years ago, and I was like, I don't have the funding for it, so I'm just going to go in and start writing the songs for this project and know that the funding's going to find its way. So I started writing songs at the BMI office with people every 2 days a week there. And for me, it was just like a project to become a better songwriter as well. So once I kind of started that, the city grant came out and they were offering $30,000. And I was like, that's actually about the amount that I need to make a low budget documentary. It cost about more than that. It cost about probably around $20,000 altogether. And then the rest of it went to the album. And we produced it all in-house with the band, went and did all the pre-production at How Much Studios, and then just went into the studio, cut it in 2 days, and then had our guests come through. And when we had the guests come through, we had time to not only film them singing the songs, but also film them just talking about everything and interview them and get their take on things. And I wanted an album. My last album was like all my own experiences, and it felt a bit narcissistic by the time I put it out. I was like, oh God, I'm so tired of hearing myself. Like,
see, that's why you're not a narcissist.
Yeah, I guess
no
so.
Narcissist would ever say that.
Yeah,
I'm tired of hearing. No, I love hearing myself.
I hated it. So it was a good experience to bring other people's stories in
And also
really-
how they bring out new things maybe in you too, you
Yeah.
know, creatively. Because like
absolutely.
certain things might unlock this, like, oh, and then it's like you find yourself in that new, different territory that you didn't even expect maybe.
Oh, I love co-writes for that.
Yeah.
You learn from each other. It's like playing live where it's like, oh, I'm picking up different tricks.
Good old chemistry,
Yeah.
creative
yeah.
chemistry.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's, you don't have it with everybody, you know, necessarily.
No, not
But,
at all. But
when you get that right mix of people in to make something, it's like, yeah, you feel like, oh, this is bringing out even more, like, better things within me that
yeah.
it's, you know, calling upon than it would have maybe if I was doing this as a solo endeavor. You know, it's like, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Oh, I had a blast.
Yeah?
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah,
It's
I'm like,
super cool. Great to
Because
meet you.
I can be a
Great to meet
weirdo,
as well.
you know.
This was a lot of fun.
No,
I
we've
like
had
when
a
we
couple of
talked about it,
narcissists on the podcast. I'm not naming any names, but
Again, we
you're
can talk
not
about
one
that
of
later.
them. Yeah,
Yes.
we will. Wink.
Listen.